All right. I am going live like an hour and a half early, but I finished what I was doing early. So I decided to go ahead and get, you know, to quote one of my favorite bands, the show must go on. That's right. So we'll see what happens. Let me put my invite guests thing up. As usual, this is the one day that I actually am supposed to be streaming. All the other streams are completely like just, spur of the moment. I'm up, I'm painting or something. And I'm like, I think I'll live stream while I do this, whatever, right? But Mondays, I like to try and stream just because I don't know. I picked the day for some reason and it's been that way. James, what's up, Big James? Hello again. I was just talking about how I like to do streams on Monday. That's my scheduled day. Even though I can't be trusted as far as scheduling goes because it wasn't supposed to start until like an hour ago. Except the stuff I was doing got done way early. Now, I don't know. We could start out with some gaming news, I guess. In gaming news, last night, me and all of the friends over played Mansions of Madness, second edition. And we got horribly, horribly lost. Like, it was so bad. It was just like, oh my God, we are losing this game. Now, did we fight it out? We fought it out to the end. You better believe it, brother. Like we were like running around. We were one piece away from getting the components and stuff to stop the freaking cosmic horror that was happening, but we just were not fast enough. And as a result, um, a gigantic Chthonian monster. So, the worms with the freaking worms with the tentacles sticking out the front of them, Chthonians. Yeah, that Joker popped up and decided, it's going to be a good time to destroy all this area, right? It's kind of crazy too, because most of the mission took place inside of Miskatonic University, and by the end of the game, we had burnt that whole damn place to the ground. Not on purpose. What's up, Squirrel Army? How you doing, homie? So there is that. Let's see who. All right, I'm taking a chance on you, Hunter. If you're a weirdo, you don't have to pooch. Oh no, it's all American. What's up, homie?
Not much. How you doing, James?
Well, I was just regaling those who are listening with how badly we did last night at Mansions of Madness, second edition.
Mm.
We fought to the bitter end. The game drug for like an hour and a half, and we were doing everything we could. But in the end, the Cthulhu monsters just won. You know,
Yeah.
people were
I'm trying to
going
remember.
insane and all that.
Yeah, on Saturday. So, I don't know how much you've been seeing this, but one of the games I've been playing is called Barrows in Borderlands. But they
I
did kicks.
excuse me, I'm going to be in a room. I'm grabbing my glue.
Oh,
Keep
you're
going.
good.
Keep going.
Yeah, but
Yes, I know
so
all about it because Shadow has been talking
yeah,
about it big time.
yeah. Well, for the Portal adventure that they did with Arduin and the Lost Dungeons of Tonisburg with Blackmore guys, they did. The guy who made Barrows in Borderlands, made an adventure for it called Dracula in Space. So it's a spaceship, and then it's just populated with vampires and all sorts of creatures, and Dracula's in charge of the ship, apparently. And so we were playing that on Saturday evening, and and surprisingly, we he was rolling up for random encounters. We hardly had any, except for like a couple. And then what did us in was we went to this room where there were vampire Medusas that turned all but one of us to stone.
You know what the problem with that is, though?
What?
You can't get blood from a stone, man.
That is true. Well, now now that's making me think. Like, I wonder if the vampire Medusas could find a way to do that.
Like
So,
at their leisure, they turn you back to flesh, and then by then it's too late because just you versus a bunch of them. And
yeah.
Shadow, I'm not even going to invite. I'm not even going to tell you to jump in, Shadow, because if you don't know me by now, you
Yeah.
will never ever ever know me. Oh, I've got a private message from somebody. It's a private message from you. Oh no, it's Haas. Oh my goodness. He's not waiting in the wings, but he did send a private message and say hello.
Yeah, I'm just working on filling out the hex map right now until a game I got at 6.
Well, I appreciate you deciding to spend a little bit of your time with me. That's kind. Thank you.
No problem. I always love to come on whenever I have the opportunity to.
Well, yeah, and I know. I mean, my situation, the fact that I'm, pensioned out and retired and shit, I got a lot more time than people who still actually have to be productive members of society.
Yeah. Well,
Since I'm
I'm
just sitting
off.
here like, but
Yeah. Well, I work 4 10-hour days, so I'm always off Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, regardless. So,
when I worked construction, I preferred 410s
yeah.
because I mean it's just so nice having the 3-day weekend, And then of course, when I got on the fire service, it's one shift every 3 days, but it's a 24-hour shift.
Mm-hmm.
So you show up at 7 and you leave it the next day at 7, and then two days go by, and then you show up at 7. It's cold out today. We even had some snow. Nice. Yeah, one of the guys that was on last night when I was on Bear's show, Bear himself was pointing the camera out the window, and you could see the flurries. So,
Oh, yeah.
and my mom posted a picture looking down the hill, and it's looking all freaking foggy. You can't even see down into the valley. It just looks like an ocean of fog.
Yeah,
So,
he's Canadian.
how
I
do you
forgot
like,
about that.
how do you like Barrows and
Borderlands. It's one of my favorite ones right now. I mean, I was pushing the Portal Adventure thing on my live streams I was doing and all that. And it ended with we almost got 55K, and I think it was like 320 plus backers.
nice?
So, yeah, I personally went all in on it. So I'm getting like the big box set, but it also comes with a bonus UV protective case that I can put the box in as well.
Nice. Yeah,
Yep.
it's kind of like a Gamma World type of thing, basically.
It's a mix. It's basically it's Matt's take on basically Keep on the Borderlands, but it's called the Borderland Keep instead. So not to try to infringe
Right.
on anything. And then it's got but that's what it is. But it's definitely got that Gamma World mix because there's mutations, there's radiation stuff, and then it was actually interesting because I had never heard about Arduin until I joined the server for B&B. And
No
this is
one
when I
ever heard about Arduin except for Shadow. He's like the only person in the world.
apparently so. Well, no, Matt was talking about Arduin, and there's another small. I can't remember what the name of the thing was, but it's got a gazetter for it. But it's like this other world. I want to say it's like Ellis or something like that.
Hmm.
I'll have to look it up again. I know I have a couple of the booklets for it. But
All right,
yeah,
Haas, do what you got to do, homie. Well, I'm doing something I thought I would never do again.
what?
Well, I went through this thing, and Shadow was trying to have an intervention about how I don't think I'm ever just going to run role playing games or anything ever again. I think
Oh
I'm
yeah.
done. I'll just do board games. But no, as it turns out, we're going to do an every other week thing. So twice a week, I run a board game. And then twice a week, my wife has board game night, which I play, Mansion Madness, Carcassonne, whatever. She loves board games. And then every other week I'm going to run the role-playing game. And out of all the role playing games that I've prepared to run, which includes Marvel, frickin' Ashes Without Waste, like I prepared to run all these role playing games, and then out of the blue, it was just like Savage Swords of Hibernia.
Mm.
And I've already made the characters that everybody said they wanted, 100% random, except for attributes. I don't use rolling for attributes. I use standard array.
Yeah.
Just because I like it, and also I have a problem with trying to get 3 6s on dice. So but that's just me being weird and religious. Plus, I'm sitting here talking to you, and this guy's standing over here staring at me. So I'm all like, "Yeah, I can't say anything too bad." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But anyway, so we've got Hungar is a Hyperborean cleric. And apparently the Hyperboreans are like the most evil bastards on the planet. Like everybody hates them. And he worships the Sagawa, which is the bat frog god from Conan, which I do have a miniature of for Call of Cthulhu. This is the Sagawa.
Oh man, I wanted to be a Decado worshiper.
Decado.
Not Decado. The one from Conan Exiles, where it's all about beauty and sex and death.
Is that god in the book? I don't know.
I don't know what book you're talking about.
Savage Swordsmen of Hibernia, 3rd edition.
See, I didn't even know what game you were playing on. Right, you just put some races and classes out. I was
like AD&D.
Oh,
yeah.
I don't know how good I'm gonna.
Do you want to be a good guy? You can't really be a good guy, because in order for anyone in the group to be a good guy, you guys have to convince Jax not to be an assassin. What's up, Daniel?
Hey, Daniel. My my internet's acting stupid, so I'm trying to be on.
I got you. If you pop off, I got it.
Yeah,
but because Jason wanted to play Paladin,
you were talking about.
Jason wanted to play Paladin. Jax wanted to play an assassin. So I told them they needed to work that shit out, because there's no way both of them could be what they wanted. And I guess because Jason's the man in that relationship, he said he would play something else. So he decided to play a mage subclass called the Cryomancer, which is exactly what you might think it is by the name. It is a mage that specializes in ice magic.
But yeah, Hungar, it was Derketo you were talking about.
Yeah, Derketo.
Well, I'll have to look. I mean, I know Cthulhu's in there, and the Kraken, and a couple of Norse gods, and a couple of, because the thing with this game's really weird, because it takes place on a flat hexagonal world where the oceans are constantly running over the edge, but you can never get to the edge because the wind blows in so hard the closer you get that you just can't do it, right? And this flat world is orbiting around Saturn. So when you go outside and look up in the sky, you can see our sun, but it's pretty far away, right? So it's always a little dim and red here. But like during most of the time, Saturn dominates the sky. And then, of course, you know what the easier way to say it, even though I know a lot of you don't know because maybe you haven't read. It's basically H.P. Lovecraft's Dreamlands, the role-playing game.
Oh, that makes sense.
That's all it is, because there's the Plateau of Ling, and there's the Men of Ling, and there's the Moon Beasts of. So basically, it's like Call of Cthulhu, but it's AD&D. Yeah, you do have a cast ability in this game. So cast and magic is not guaranteed. You gotta make a roll, and but hey, check this out. For no reason.
That's badass.
Neat.
Yeah,
that's cool.
Play that mutant game. When I get into the swing,
You need one.
Might get a chance to own this. This could be your character's thing.
Oh,
You need one
there it
without wheels and with wings. And it says, I
Shut
love
up.
you. It's on the back of it, and it could be from like space.
I know,
Ball.
right? A giant flying Winnebago.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's how I think about the world of Hyperborea. It's like the Dreamlands. And because it's like H.P. Lovecraft's Dreamlands, you have to play human, right? But there's like 50 ethnicities of human. So like Hungar is a Hyperborean, which means he's 6.5 foot tall, super pale, blonde haired, and he thinks all other humans are inferior, right?
Because they are.
But and also Hyperboreans live to be around 300, whereas BRC is playing a Celtic scout, so he is actually a Celt. And then the assassin is an Amazon, and the Crowmancer is an Atlantean, which does, it turns out, mean he has gill slits on his neck. So But when Atlantis fell, a lot of Atlanteans were drug into this realm by Cthulhu or the Kraken, one of the cosmic entities. And they've been slowly dying out because they can't interbreed with any other of the humans. So they're just dying out. But you could play a Moor. There's a giant Roman city that the Romans built. There's Greeks, Slavs, except the Slavs are called Kasakians, but I mean they're Slavs, they're Cossacks, and then on top of that, then you have all of the horrible shit. And no, I don't think I had your character worship the Sagwa. I think I had your character worshiping Aurora, which is like a whatever, but I'll change it. But Aurora is kind of like a god of like the stars and all this other shit. That's a popular deity with Atlanteans, but the main deity on this whole world is the Sagwa. And anyone who knows anything about H.P. Lovecraft knows this is a not very good, cosmic horror that supposedly lives on Jupiter or Saturn. And Conan got in a fight with this guy and ran like hell. So yeah, you're talking about a whole campaign world where everything, the main god of the campaign world is chaotic.
None of the other ones in Conan,
Which is pretty wild.
or not Conan, Lovecraft, were ever
Yeah,
good.
he was. You remember the one? It was the something in the. Anyway, Conan goes to rob a temple, and there's the statue. He thinks it's a statue, but it's actually the Sagwa. And on either side, there's a big brass like thing, and there's like black liquid in it, and the black liquid jumps up and starts chasing him around. And then he's like, he has to run because the Sagwa's servants are these creatures made of just blackness, and they just can take any form and kill you. Shadow.
What's that?
So I guess I'm playing a game even weirder than yours, Shadow.
Hey, Shadow.
Hey, Shadow.
We'll see. We'll see.
I mean, Arduin can get pretty weird, but I mean, if you've read Savage Swords of Hibernia, that's some weird shit.
I haven't read it.
Nothing can beat the CDS that happens in my game.
Well, the craziness that happens in your game is because of people playing in your game, doing crazy shit. This world is just automatically
We lost
like,
freaking hunger.
Hungar's internet is really bad.
Yeah, it is storming out here, so.
So, Hungar, if you can't get on, man, that's okay. I appreciate you trying. I really do.
Yeah.
But because I called him the other day and I'm like, hey, Haas, man, you need to start hanging out more. You've been kind of being withdrawn. People ain't seeing you and shit, But first off, Shadow, this game world is flat.
Wow.
It's shaped like a hexagon. North is a giant mountain in the center of the world. So wherever you are, that's north. And it orbits Saturn. And every kind of ancient people from wherever exist on the world because they've been snatched onto the world by cosmic beings. So you can play an Eskimo or a TJ, anyway, another Siberian type Arctic tribe. And then it's got like the 4 main classes, and each class has 4 or 5 subclasses. And it is not a world like Valorous where lawful good would be the default alignment. Speaking of, I got Valorous.
I was working on my character for Bears game like the past 6 hours. I need a break.
I was going through character creation for this. I wasn't having a hard time, but you know why? I'm super impetuous and I never think ahead. I just go with my gut. You know what I mean? So you don't have some people get that, like they have a lot of choices and they get kind of froze. I never do. Because I'll just be like, yeah, I'll be that.
Choices,
I'll be that.
There's other things.
So, but
make everything make sense and try to
7
figure
Swords of Hibernia is literally more like AD&D than anything. So, right back to D&D, like a crack whore falling off the freaking wagon.
Yeah, my AD&D game fell through last night because Holman's on vacation, Armstrong's in Poland or on his way back from Poland, and
nice.
Well, it wasn't for him, but yeah.
It wasn't?
No.
Why, is he in the military?
No, he's burying his wife.
Oh, well, that's even better. And by that, I mean that sucks.
Yeah, it did.
Poor guy. His wife was from Poland, though.
They both were.
Nice.
Now he lives in Ireland. But I'm expecting him back this week.
Lives in Ireland. That's unfortunate.
Well, I'll get to play my game tonight.
Let's hear about your game, Timmy, because you are quietly sitting over there, and I know you're just dying to tell us.
Well, hopefully soon I'll level up, because if we get a really good payday out of this next new dungeon that we're in, that's something that could happen.
That's Bubba's game, right?
Yeah.
Well, are you guys still in the Borrow Maze?
We're not in Borrow Maze, we're in Highfell.
Well, same thing, Mega Dungeon.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, yeah. I mean, hopefully you do level up, brother, because you need to. I mean, the way your people in your group are dropping dead and shit, somebody needs to do something, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Recently, it's not been so bad. We finally got into not dying every session.
Well, you're starting to learn, right?
Yeah.
I remember Matt about a week or so ago ran us through a tough Arduin levels of dungeon basically, and I think I lost 2 characters in the process of leveling up the 3rd one.
That sounds like a DCC funnel almost. It's like, bring a lot of characters because they're going to die. Don't worry about it, Hungar. It's not a big deal. You gave it your best shot. Shit happens, man.
Things should be a little bit harder. It should be a little bit harder for me to die now that I have like a -4 AC.
Well, that will make you harder to hit. It don't make you harder to kill.
If you don't get hit, you don't die.
That's true.
There's always those save or die
spells and shit like that. Don't have to roll for to hit.
True.
The last game I ran for my not the last game, but the last AD&D game I ran for my players, they ran into a banshee, and I'm like, all right, make a save or die. They're like, what?
No.
Save or die.
That's where the horn that our group just recently got is going to be in very good use. It's a Horn of Fear, although I don't know if you can fear a banshee actually. Can you fear a banshee?
The banshee screams,
I don't think so.
I'm going to assume that yes, there is a sound involved. But what matters is who gets initiative off. In that case,
I mean, I'm in a game the next 3 nights in a row. Bloodwork
you?
tomorrow, Bear Wednesday, and Nerdy Ogre Thursday.
Wow, next week I might be in 3 games in a row.
Well,
I'm playing in the OD&D, like a straight original OD&D game tonight. That's why I'm waiting to go do it, like about an hour and a half.
oh yeah, who's running it for you?
Just a guy I met
Oh,
in the server.
Okay.
I don't know his actual name. I met him through the B&B server, and then there was actually like an OD&D forum server that I joined on top of that. So
I was kind of hoping you were going to say Venger.
Venger?
Venger sometimes runs Sword and Sorcery, which is just OD.
Yeah, I didn't know he ran anything outside of his Advanced Crimson Dragon stuff.
He actually has wrote adventures and stuff for Sword and Sorcery or Sword and Wizardry from way back in the day. I'm talking 10, 15 years that he had that going. So, it wasn't just him. Like Arrow Otis did the art of the book, and it was OD&D. And, that was Venger's thing for a long time. Now, honestly, Venger's thing, I would think right now would be Swords of Hyboria, Savage Swords of Hyboria, because it got Cthulhu in it. So he could finally make that High Priest of Cthulhu character he's been LARPing as his whole life.
Huh.
And I mean that with nothing but love, because believe it or not, despite a lot of our differences, I actually like Venger. I mean,
Yeah, he's a good guy. He's a good guy.
I just really wished he would stop being foolish and convert to Orthodoxy. But hey, he's young yet.
Nobody's perfect.
Yeah, nobody's perfect. But yeah, that's cool. If I ever go up north, it's to Wisconsin to visit Venger. And it's because Venger invited me to come to his house and said if I showed up at his house, he would put on a pork butt on the smoker and we could just hang out and game all day and eat, barbecued pork. And I'm like, damn, I like both of those things an awful lot,
It'd probably have to be a weekend, though, right?
Yeah, because dude works construction all week and he's got kids and his wife is like my wife, kind of the boss of everything. Which honestly, it makes it easy for a guy. People think, "Oh, are you whipped?" And it's like, no, I have peace.
Yeah,
shit.
He was on Bloodworth's stream on yesterday, and yeah, the kids accidentally interrupted him at one point. So we all saw him as he was getting on to his kids during the stream. It was funny. Yeah.
Yeah, the calendar is bananas. It's like 7-day weeks. And then 13 months is a year, and then 13 years is a cycle. And within that 13 years, there's 1 year where the sun never sets, and there's 1 year where the sun never rises.
Hey, Bear's in the green room.
Well, okay, let me. Is he? Oh, yeah, he is. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Oh, he's got it. I love his teddy bear.
For the Emperor. Hee hee hee.
That's what I'm saying. Look, if you got to go to an alien world and possibly die exterminating a bunch of Xenos, you might as well have a good attitude about it.
Heresy detected. Wee.
Whee!
Hello, Mishka.
Heavy flavor.
I'm going all the way to kill someone named Lethidus. Wee.
Yeah, Leth, you don't want to draw attention to yourself.
Seriously, brother. Like, that's the last time I'm letting you call me Mishka before my answer is go fuck yourself. Do you understand?
Okay, I'll stop.
All right, James gets away with it because it's James. He's mentally handicapped. We have to be special needs with him. That's the way it works. You are just being an ass.
You should know better.
Oh, to
You're
be
just
fair,
trying to provoke
everybody,
me.
That was in a way kind of a little bit like what, but then on the other hand, I can't argue because it's true.
Not gonna lie, I'm kind of retarded.
Yeah, not gonna lie, I'm heavily medicated. So, Oh, look at your boy. He's like, oh, Dad, I notice you're talking to people. Talk to me
Yes. Now I must have attention because you're not doing something with me.
now.
Interesting.
Yeah. You must prove I am the number
Thank
one
you.
most important thing in your life, or else. All right. So this is now just the Beans show. So in a little bit, Hunter, you're gonna go play Burrows and whatever's.
No, it's a
Barrels and
OD&D thing, but I still got a while. I mean, it's not until 6:00. It's only 4:47 for me.
Well, no, I was just saying what you're doing, and then
Oh.
Timmy's
Yeah.
got Bubba's game coming up at some point in the future, and hopefully nobody dies. And then Shadow's still talking about Arduin, even though only like 12 people know what the hell that even is. And then we were talking about Valorous a little bit.
Were you? I missed it. I'm so sorry. See, your post said you were going live at 7. So
I
was
didn't know I would get done with what I need to get done as quick as I did.
Well, that's
I didn't
why
even
I'm
get
putting
that.
it on
After
the
27
site.
years of marriage, you would think I'd know, but
You would think.
I
I
only
wanna know
just
what you
seen
were
the
doing.
thing pop up. I didn't see it, scheduled.
and I am doing something I thought I'd never do. Shadow may not be happy, but it's his fault. Every other week, I'm going to run Savage Swords and Sorcerers of Hibernia.
Why
Really?
why would I not? I'm overjoyed that you're back to gaming, dude. What are you talking about?
I'm easing in with that one. Plus, the players all seem to like the idea of it because
Nice,
it's so
good for you.
weird. Well, it's basically
Game.
HP
Burn.
Lovecraft Dreamlands of whatever, but it's the role playing game version of that. So like
Yeah,
the
I
end
was-
ring exists, and cats can jump to the moon, and all that sort of thing.
Do you know the way to Carcosa?
Carcosa is on that map. So yes,
Have any of you guys seen that Carcosa supplement on the eye or whatever for like
are you
white
talking
box?
about the one that Zach did?
I don't know who did it.
I know Zach did a Carcosa thing.
It's like a little brown digest book.
Yeah. It's the one that caused all the controversy a few 10 years ago or whatever.
Yeah,
I have a
wasn't around
PDF
10
of it.
years ago.
I had a PDF of it, but I cleaned up my PDFs recently to make room on my storage.
Whereas I just pay $16 and get like a badass flash drive and put everything on that, and then put the flash drive in the drawer.
So I have a really awesome external drive that's like 8 terabytes. It's where I keep all my movies and stuff. And I was going to go watch a movie today, but the cats at some point decided the power cable needed to be destroyed. Yes, you better run. So I've had to order a replacement one from Amazon that's going to be here in 2 days. So I have no access to my movies or anything for 2 days.
But kitties.
Yeah, I know, but I thought
bring
they'd
so
grown out
much
of that habit.
joy.
They hadn't chewed through a cable in like a year and a half. I'm like, oh, they've grown out of it. This is good. Thank God.
Fair,
Finally.
that did it to keep you from watching movies.
Well, okay, I got to say something here, guys, just to clarify some things. The supplement that really got Zach Sabbath in a lot of hot water was the one that involved being a magic user that used menstrual blood. The Carcosa one got him in trouble because it had spells in it that required the sacrifice of human children.
Yes, I remember that.
And
Yeah,
people were like,
I
"Holy
just found
shit."
it.
And it's like, well,
It's-
you're playing
it's no-
D&D 5e as a warlock, and you're devoted to like an infernal power. I mean, at any minute, that infernal power could be like, I need some human sacrifices, or I'm just going to take all your powers.
I'd never heard of that Zach guy until a couple of weeks ago.
That's weird because he has been around.
He's been around for a while,
Correct.
yeah.
He used to do tons and tons and tons of stuff for Lamentations. Exactly, Squirrel Hermit.
He still does. He released something new recently, was like the Nebulous something. I don't remember exactly the title of it.
Well,
But news.
him
It
and
wasn't new.
Raggy have kind of decided they can work together again. Because when Zach and Mandy Morbid broke up and she accused him of mentally abusing her, of course, all these people turned on Zach, and then they went after Raggy and all this kind of shit.
Yeah,
And,
Yeah, I'm gonna go out on a limb and say Mandy Morbid's brain. She accused crossing lights of abusing her mentally. You know what I mean?
well,
Don't walk. Why would they tell me not to walk? I have to walk. I'm a human. Oh, like
here's
she's
the
a
thing
crazy
with her.
bitch. Is what I'm saying.
I don't know any
Yeah.
of these people.
Well, it all goes back to this little thing called I hit it with my axe or playing AD&D with porn stars.
Yeah,
Zach was the DM, and all of these whores were the players.
I'm glad I missed that.
Actually, parts of it were interesting. He had some good ideas. His Vornheim book is actually amazing. His Red and Pleasant Land book is actually pretty damn good. I mean, it's not like the guy can't write good things, but he is up his own ass a little much.
A little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
A little
And
A
bit.
little bit.
Like
Mandy has
just
that-
like there's a toe still sticking out. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, and I'm going to guess Bear will know this because Bear seems to be the guy who knows the important stuff usually. Mandy has whatever that illness is that used to be called multiple personality disorder.
Oh, you mean that bullshit thing they made up that doesn't actually exist, but they all bought into in the late 60s?
But they
Yeah.
call it something else.
Yeah,
now.
associative disassociation or something, or associative disorder. or
Whatever
something.
they call it. And apparently she joined a nunnery.
Yep.
Now that's just the legends.
No, that's what I heard too. But I don't care. I don't give a fuck as long as she's not hurting other people. I don't give a shit what she does.
I agree with you, Paul. Zach is a freaking weirdo, but he is can be very creative and write very good stuff
What's up, George?
when
Cluster
he
B.
actually
Oh.
does it.
Oh wait, is Rooster
See, Squirrel Hermit's
George
got the
as well?
Sartorius
Yes.
book.
Yeah, he is.
okay? I offended Mercurius. I think he unsubbed from me.
Well, I mean, come on, man.
What?
Just I don't know. People need to be a little bit more thick-skinned about shit. and
No, I
understand
just I kind of got
all
I was trying to like talk about my shit this morning, and I was telling people, hey, you want to go check out this thing I did last night? He's like, oh, and he's like, I don't like AI music, and I'm at the point now where if you watch my channel, I'm clearly all in on AI stuff. So don't come in and fucking wave that fucking virtue signal around in my face.
Yeah.
And
I
gotta
like
say,
AI
I said,
stuff.
don't do that.
It makes it easy for me to make things I need.
Yeah.
Here's
The
what
more-
I say: if somebody tells me they don't like AI something, I say, well, okay.
Yeah, the more anti-AI people have become, the more pro-AI is what it makes me become into. Because at this point, I would just wish for AI to take all these artist jobs at this point. Because I am sick and tired of
I'm-
the privilege that these guys think they have.
Well, it is.
I'm way ahead of you. I've seen people go, yeah, what's going to happen when AI takes over the government? I'm like, not be any worse than humans because we've clearly not got this governing thing down pat at all.
In
You see what happened in
thousands of years, right?
where's it? Yeah, thousands of years, and we still have to deal with corruption on the highest level. Is it Slovenia or something like that? They made their minister of transportation infrastructure, so for like construction jobs and stuff like that, an AI. So there can be no corruption, there can be no bribes, there can be no backroom deals. They just have to pitch they have to submit their plan for the project. It evaluates all of them and then awards the project to the best choice. Oh, crazy. What a
Mhm.
crazy idea.
See,
That's so insane. There's Hungary
I'm
or
just
something. I can't remember what it was.
so not giving a shit really either way.
Yeah, I'm a bottom line guy. Whatever's cheaper and more efficient.
Exactly.
And I'm a, it's AI. If it's a tool, if
It's
you
a
want to use
tool.
it, I mean, people were screaming in the streets when the Model T came out about how all the horse guys were going to be effed it, and somehow we all managed to survive that. So, it's just the way technology is,
Yep.
things move and you move with them.
Also,
Plus,
AI
I
allowed
can't
me.
be a hypocrite. I mean, all of my thumbnails lately have been AI generated thumbnails that either
Right.
the Meme Lord on my channel created or George created. I think this one might be a Meme Lord one, though.
AI allowed me to create a song about Sam Owens.
There you go. See? And if you wanted, you could actually go on AI and work and get it to create a image of your character that you like. And
Yep.
because
I'm waiting because I got to do it for Shadow's character and my game, which I love you, Shadow. I love you, brother. I love you. I love you, and I'm not going to talk shit about you, but you know I love you. But you made me want to fucking punch my computer today. I swear to God, there was a moment where I was just like, "Fuck." Well, okay. Let me ask you a question. I'll do it to James. You see, so you can see the third-party view of it. James, you're playing a campaign. And in the campaign, it's been clearly marked. These are the only elves that are available. We've added in city elves for people who have to play elves because wild elves and high elves are really not that. They don't go out and adventure. They avoid the human lands, right?
Right.
So I made a type of elf you can play just for. And then the player shows up and says, "I want to play a sea elf. I want to play a guy from a seafaring elf culture," which there is none listed anywhere in the world setting at all. And you, because you want to be a nice GM, you want to be friendly to the guy. You know what? Let me go ahead. No, I'm still talking. I'm still talking. You go out of your way to make a seafaring elf culture for the person. You go, here you go. I'm actually going to add this into the lore of my world just for you. And the first thing they do is give the guy an Italian first name and the name of a 70s fucking occult alt rock band as his so Roland Hawkwind. Now, this isn't a game where I've made the language for the elves, given it a name and written it out and all this stuff. I'm going to play Roland Hawkwind. You see what I'm saying?
You're too nice because I would have created an elf culture.
I honestly did not know there. I honestly thought there were elves that went around the coast of the continent, or at least somewhere there had to be some sort of.
Well, somewhere there might be one elf that joined a crew of humans.
That would have been cool. That would have been cool. But no, he wanted to be from a seafaring elf culture.
No, I literally just said what I wanted just now. I didn't know there was not one single enclave of elves anywhere near the ocean. I didn't know that.
If you'd read the book,
I did.
Specifically the setting where it has a whole section called the Elves of Keldara, and it explains them, and nowhere in there does it mention an enclave of anything.
I honestly, there had to be somewhere that there would be some sort of,
How do I'm looking. I want to be a spellbinder, so I'm looking through the spells. Where's the fly spell? There is no fly spell. Vulgar magic is not vulgar in Keldara. Where's the shield spell? There might be a defense spell. You might have to look it up, but well, just tell me. No, you should read all the spells if you want to be a spellbinder.
I read your book 3 times.
Yeah,
now.
I don't believe you based on the questions you ask. Based on the questions you ask, I don't believe you.
Memory loss is a bitch, dude. That's all I got.
I believe you skimmed the book 3 times.
Well, yeah, that's how I read.
That was such a huge argument on X Twitter years ago.
George,
Shadow Elves and Seaman. Oh, Cold Iron, please tell me you saw this one and we can get a meme about him liking seamen and elves.
I wasn't trying to make more work for you. I just, thought there had to be some elf somewhere around some coast somewhere.
I'll tell you what, it's getting to where you got to watch what you say on this stream because it will come back to bite you in the ass for sure.
It will.
I don't give a shit.
Thank you.
None of
Thank
us
you.
do. That's a joke.
Thank you, Ultra. I don't literally give a shit. I know I've never sucked
so.
But I could see a meme of Shadow hanging out with a bunch of half-naked elves on the boat now.
You see what Paul Batchleta said? These are the only elves that are available. I hand them a blank page and show them the door. Go play with the tieflings.
So I was actually, it's funny because I was talking to some people on another server about this. They were talking about how the main thing that influencers do now is they just go along with the fads, whereas I just stick with what I like. I don't follow any fad or another. I just do what I do. And the guy was like, well, then you're not going to be as successful as everyone else. And I said, well, that's my secret. I don't give a shit.
Right? As soon as you care, the whole world freaking conspires against you.
But,
they've been doing that to me for years.
So this morning I demonetized my channel. I turned off monetization because if you actually watched my show this morning, you'd understand that I am now no longer going to censor myself with people. I am no longer going to be nice and be held hostage by $1.99 a month subscription because I don't want to offend those people. So I just say what the fuck I feel now, and I act like myself more. I had a friend of mine who said it to me. this is what happened. My friend said to me, he goes, I watch your YouTube channel. I said, yeah. He goes, it's like 60% you. I said, what do you mean? He's like, you really are nice to people, and you really, really like, some people say stupid shit, and instead of like you do with us, where you just go, what are you, fucking retarded? You're nice to them. And I'm like, so you should watch me on James's show. I'm more myself over there. Well, he's like, well, so how's that being nice working out for you? I get paid out maybe every 2 months from Google if I'm lucky now. Yeah, exactly. So you're not making money. You're not selling anything of note. You're not generating any revenue, and you're making yourself miserable. So how's that working out for you?
Look at some of our bigger contemporaries. Double D came out of nowhere, and he's at like, what, 20K? Matt,
Max but he's diving in a pool I would never dive in.
Well, but I mean, look what happened. Negativity sells.
Success is the fact that he actually treats his channel like a job.
Yeah.
And he does it one time a week. So you got to watch it that one time a week.
Yeah.
You can't just think it's going to be on whenever like I am. But he does scripts. I've talked to him. He'll tell you he does scripts. He's got like all those little cut scenes in the background ready to go. So, he's got Mouse. Mouse knows. I'm not saying Mouse follows the script because that's not exactly true. But he does kind of know how they're going, the interaction. You know what I mean?
You're doing with,
I'm super unprofessional and Double D's super professional.
Yeah.
And that's whose fault is that? That's not his.
No, I'm not going to fault him. I'm not going to make
that of him. He's like a CPA.
I'm not going to make a Culture Wars channel. Now, I want to continue Shadow. Yeah. I want to continue
the joke that he's a CPA.
I would like to continue the Shadow is a pain in the ass of a player by saying the following. Marco, who's playing in the game, was the proofreader for Valorous. He proofread every monster, every spell, every origin, every talent, every bane, every boon. Like the guy knows the game. Knows the game, Marco. And I said, well, hey, Mark, why don't you ask Marco for help and ask Marco your questions because Marco knows the answers and he'll know where to find them. He's really good at this. Like he even figured out there's a thing on Fly somewhere in the occult servants. And we found it. And it's like this top level power that like an occult servant gives to their channelers, right? So I said to Marco, I said, so what's going on? He goes, he goes, I was going to say, I now know why I get a pre-gen. It's like, that's right. You now understand why I give out pre-gens because this is the fucking hell I hate of character creation. And he said, apparently he's reached out to you a couple of times, Shadow, and you said you want to figure it out on your own. Is that correct? Is that correct? Marco's tried to help you and you've denied his help?
No, not at all. I've been going back and forth between both of you guys. He did say, though, he was going to be away from his computer. We both... And we both we're doing that going back.
I think this is just revenge. I think at this point in time, I don't think Shadow's trying to make a character he wants to play. I think this is revenge for all the gay porn and all the Filipino lady boys and all the human trafficking jokes.
Dude, I don't have that kind of time.
He's figured out how to get his revenge, which is to drive me fucking insane with questions.
It's like that fucking The Gamers episode where the one guy's trying to run a module and the dude's like, I'm going to be a monk. And then he's like, there are no monks.
Yeah.
Like, yes, they are.
No. I'm going to be an elf monk. That was the best part. And he's like, if you're going to be a monk, it's Western monk only and not an elf. And then they get to that first scene and he's got the fake ears on. And he goes, and of course, the very strange elf who is not an elf.
Okay, so...
yeah.
So it's funny we talk about questions because this is the third printing of Barrows of Borderlands. This is the third version of it that he's got that Matthew Papp released.
There's still some typos.
Yeah, there are. So he may do it again. But what's funny was when I was going through stuff in the second printing, and my issue I have that I've had to learn to try to watch myself over is sometimes I take the rules sometimes almost too literally sometimes. And there was a thing where I was trying to figure out how, because I was going to buy a horse. I was trying to figure out how horse movement works. But I could not find, the proper, naming of the horses because they were listed as something different in, the movement section. So there was, so I ended up prompting a 5-day discussion about how horses are supposed to work at Barrows and Borderlands. And literally, which caused him to put in the book, when in the horse section, ultra approved because he went and redid the entire horse section because of that conversation.
Ultra approved. What did he call them? Equestrians or something?
No, I'm actually,
No,
he,
he,
no,
no, He got it to where they matched, like, instead of, because they were like light, heavy, medium, but then he changed it to where it's like the actual type, so it's like riding, draft, war. But then the one thing I have to keep reminding myself is the it's based on weight, not by like horse type. So that was another thing I have to remind myself every now and then, because I keep forgetting he does it differently than how I thought about it. But she'll just talk.
Good.
I was gonna say, because we're talking about questions, I thought that was just a funny story. That because it gets brought up all the time now.
The
It's
story
funny.
I was gonna say, unless I did finish it, is on X a couple of years back. There was this huge war, and on one side of the argument was players should read the book, and the other side of the argument, amazingly enough, was no, they shouldn't. And I mean, to me, that just seemed like so strange. Like,
well, back in the early day of AD&D, there were people who would not let you bring certain books to the table, like the Monster Manual DMG. Some DMs didn't want you to even own those books. If you did, they wouldn't let you play.
There's no reason for you to, unless you're going to run a game,
or because you just want to read more. Or whatever. I mean, it's
because you're a cheating bastard, Shadow. Just say it, because you want to cheat.
Well, if it said players only, GMs only on the cover, it doesn't say it on the cover.
It says it directly on the inside, like second page. And in the DMG, it goes so far as to say if you catch one of your players reading the DMG, you should kick them out of the group. That is in the first.
I remember
DMG.
Now I get that with modules.
Really hardcore about that shit. He's like, do not read the DM books.
I get that with modules. I find out you own a module, I'm not running it. But back to what we were saying earlier. I work for Red Room. I'm writing some stuff for them, and I've come up with all kinds of like loopholes and omissions and things that need clarification in between the group that I play with. Omen Owl, Off Grid, drawing a blank here, Bo Paints Minis, That Darn Cat. There are a bunch of guys who have just found a crap ton of stuff.
Bitch.
Right? A bunch of stuff that's missing or needs clarification or whatnot. And they still show up every Friday. Super excited to play the game. I can't read that. What the fuck did he say?
It says your chances of getting eaten by Yule Cat are low, but not zero.
Yeah.
I've used a Yule Cat in a few games.
Do you know what Yule Cat is, Shadow?
Pardon?
Do you know what Yule Cat is, Shadow?
No, I've never heard of it.
Ultra American Hunter, would you like to tell him what that is?
So the Yule Cat is basically it's a mythological Christmas kind of folklore tale where it would come around during Christmas time. It's basically like a giant cat.
Scandinavian.
And it would Scandinavian. Thank you. I forgot which folklore it was from. But it would come around if you were basically a naughty kid, it would come and take you. However,
it's something to do if you didn't wear your Christmas sweater.
Yes, if you didn't wear the ugly Christmas sweater that your grandma gave you,
the Yule Cat
it would come after you. But if you wore it, though, it deterred it.
Yeah. Now think about this. We're talking Scandinavian, so basically Norwegian forest cats that are already gigantic in and of themselves. So imagine a gigantic Norwegian forest cat that's walking around to eat people.
A duffel bag of different printings to cheat numbers and yeah, I agree.
I'm not surprised, Paul, but if I found that someone was doing that, I wouldn't even hang out with them, outside a game table.
This is why when you run games for very experienced players in the game that you're running, it's kind of cool to just switch some shit up that they don't expect. Like, I don't know, give hobgoblins more hit points or fucking make goblins explode when they die or something. That way, yeah, read the Monster Manual all you want, because I'm viewing that as a what do you call it? That's just a guide to me. It's not how to do things.
They're more guidelines than rules.
Omen mentions that regularly in my games that just because the book says one thing, Shadow's probably morphed it somehow. Because my world isn't the generic stereotypical AD&D game or whatever game I'm running. There's going to be things that are going to be tweaked. Of course there are. I wouldn't.
Well, from what I understand,
It's the stock
you
guide.
like the really high fantasy worlds, right?
Absolutely.
Right.
And yet, Sailor Elf with flight.
Dude, the fly spell to me isn't really all that out of control.
Just fucking with you now, Shadow. I'm just fucking with you. Like now, I'm just having.
Well, I won't F with him. I will tell you this: the fly spell should be instantly removed from any fantasy role playing game you play.
Really,
And any item that allows the player to fly should be immediately removed as well.
really.
That shit will ruin your
Dr.
game
Mingo.
quicker than anything else.
Doc, if you can talk, get in here, man.
I don't understand that. I can handle any. I'll give my entire party freaking cloaks of flying. They do whatever they want. I can handle it. It's not going to break my game.
It's not a question of handling it. It's not.
Well,
It's not a
this is
question of
one
where he
thing
puts it.
Fucking bear.
Everybody's just like,
Yeah. I mean, there's nothing that's going to break my game. Literally nothing.
It's not a question of breaking the game, Shadow. Okay, so here's what you're missing. Keldara is presented as a very specific type of world. Okay, and it's laid out clearly as to how the world functions, how magic works, how races behave, all this kind of stuff. And you're just stomping around it like a kid in a sandbox, just going, I want to play G.I. Joes.
I'm literally trying to get a feel for it. I mean, if there's a magic missile and something like a fireball, fly doesn't
Stop
seem like.
thinking in D&D terms.
I'm just thinking in fantasy terms.
No, you're not.
flight
You're
is
thinking in
absolutely
D&D
terrible
terms.
for every campaign of any whatever, unless it's a superhero campaign.
Magic is rare and scary. And it's
Well,
only since the Collegiate Argentum has been imposed have the civilians of Keldara begun to tolerate magic users. You
I
understand?
was, like I said, I was going through the magic and I was seeing some pretty, not overpowered or anything like that, but just, a wide
Yeah.
variety
And
of.
if you can cast them, you got to make the roll to cast, and those rolls are hard.
Shadow, I'm going to make a
That's what Fate's for,
comparison, and then
or
you
Karma's
will understand. Flying will kill your campaign almost, if not more, than Goodberry.
How? I've never had that happen.
All right,
I'm
so there's a
pretty sure everybody-
gorge.
Because
All right,
you've
hang
never had
on. The
to
princess
put
that
in
we've been sent to
positions where they
rescue
had
is
to
in the
survive the
castle
wilderness.
across the gorge, James. Shadow. There's a gorge. You can't walk across the gorge. There's no bridge across the gorge. The princess is in the castle. I've now planned an entire adventure because you're going to go down through the gorge and have to come up the other side. And there's a whole bunch of adventures and encounters and shit you're going to have down in that place. It's gonna
No,
be really
fuck that. I'm
cool.
flying over.
Nah, fuck, I'll fly. I cast group fly.
Oh, and there's a castle. Fuck that castle. I'm flying up to the tower window and kicking it in.
Yep.
Plus, when you add
Hell,
things
and I
like
got
rings of
Goodberry, so I
Featherfall,
never
you're
have
like
to worry about
creating
rations
like
or
corps of
anything ever
airborne
again.
rangers and all that. It can get
That
wild.
sounds awesome, Doc. That sounds fucking awesome.
I'll just eat a Goodberry and guess
Hey,
what?
Doc.
Oh, you think I'm going to
Doc,
start in the middle of the
Based on
desert?
how the first
No,
couple of
I have a
sessions
good
go, I may be putting a karma bounty on Shadow's character's head. Just saying. Shadow's going to make me create.
That is actually
What did Nerds Nerd call the anti-valorous book?
D&D
It wasn't
terms.
valorous.
This
It was.
is every fantasy, Paul. If you shoot
Heinous?
players, that really
it had a
know
C. It wasn't
90% of
corrupt,
your
but it was a
world,
C
then what
word.
are you doing?
Craven?
Craven. That was it. She called it Craven.
Except
Yeah. So
superhero,
basically,
obviously.
Shadow's going to advance playtest Craven for us.
I'm really not trying to break it, just trying to get a feel for the world and
Again,
what
it
is
is
possible.
medieval kingdom where magic is mistrusted, low magic, not vulgar. Humans are the dominant species. Non-humans are fairly rare. If they're dwarves, a little more common. Halflings, a little more common. Gnomes, very uncommon, but still not so crazy. You wouldn't see 3 together at a time. Elves are next to non-existent, except for city elves, who are so far removed from their wild and high elf cousins, they literally refer to them in their language as people with no future. That's the name they use for them because their lifespans are getting slower. Their connection to magic is getting lower. They're becoming humans as far as the elves are concerned. They have the high elves and the wild elves. That's the world.
I just see some things a little bit differently in the way of what's like OP or crazy in the way of magic. A lot of the things I saw were, you know, pretty, standard everywhere you go. And I've never had a problem. I mean, I've had problems with DMs who have problems with flight, but I've just never seen any of those issues.
We just told you the issues.
I get it, but none of those things would stop. None of those things would prevent me from letting my players have that spell ever.
No, Bear. The thing would be is you let them have
of the game.
You let them have fly, but
Oops,
never
we
mind.
lost
He
it.
left. No, I was going to tell Bear you let Shadow have fly. Put a dragon guarding the tower though with the princess.
Dragons are fucking.
Oh, there are no dragons in your game?
Dragons are so fucking rare. Most people don't believe they even exist.
So, okay, I don't know anything about your game rules. I was just
the
throwing out a
manual.
suggestion.
In the 100 monsters listed in the manual, there is the one dragon.
Okay,
The
so
one dragon.
there's some sort of guardian monster that would protect the tower that could easily take out the
Why
flying
not
thing.
just guys with fucking crossbows?
That's a good
Surveyor
idea.
magic
You can
missile
do that.
battery.
That's what I'm trying to do.
It'll be a magic missile battery with a fireball chain gun and a squadron of Griffin riders with wands of meteor strike. And
Now you're talking about. Now you're talking about.
this is literally the D&D I hate.
It's literally tabletop RPGs, though. Is
It's
putting stuff in
NATO with
interact.
fantasy paint.
Not all tabletop
Fantasy.
RPGs. There's low magic settings.
Oh, well, this is a good question. What do the game masters? What do you guys? How magic do you like your settings to be in terms of
Low.
like? I'm definitely at the low. Like when I set up Blood and Iron, the flashy spells are all in like the 6th and 7th level, which you can't even get unless you build the character around it by taking like special quirks that allow you to be
See, guys,
the normal
I've played that kind of
spell levels.
fantasy role playing game for decades. I'm tired of it. I want
Okay,
to push
Then
the boundaries.
why are you playing my game?
Because I got invited.
So you're tired of it, but you're going to play it anyway and try and fuck it up.
I want to see how it how it feels, how it plays, how fun it is, etc. It's a completely new.
Hey guys, my
system.
allergies are killing me. I'm gonna have to go. I'll see ya.
I catch
Take
you
care,
later.
man.
Take care,
Good
Les.
evening.
You,
better.
you approach things a lot of things in a completely different way, and I'm curious to see how that if there's stuff I can learn from it. But if I have my choice, and I'm running the game, I'm not going to put any limits on anything.
Yeah, I get it. You're the libertarian gamer. We understand.
No, dude.
We understand.
I mean, think about it. I mean, I have played in thousands of games where getting a first level spell was like, no, you can't. It's going to cost you too much. You'll never get, a third level spell or whatever. Just so many limits, so many freaking stingy, hard ass GMs who wanted to keep everybody poor and powerless.
Yeah, that's
You know what I mean?
clearly what I'm doing.
No, I'm not saying you at all. I'm just saying that's why I come at it. I mean, I just met you guys, in the last 4 or 5 years. And prior to that, in the games that I had been in, it was always mud sword, always keep them down, keep them poor. You're never going to find anything cool. Just that whole mentality of, I don't want you, 7th level is too powerful. Those are those kind of arbitrary limits when, there's no limit on my imagination. I want to try new stuff. I want to see, what it's like to, call down lightning from the sky or freaking do crazy shit. I mean, it's all.
And yet I've heard you shit on 5e. Weird.
I shit on 5e because I can't stand the company. I can't stand the people behind it, the mentality. I've played it. A lot of stuff was, I don't like the feat system. The if you don't build your character right, you're never going to succeed. That whole kind of mentality between 3 and 5th edition. It was just too much as a GM. I had to memorize and learn beyond all the stuff that I'd already come to know and be able to, deal with. There's a crazy amount of shit in it.
Well, okay. So look, I got a way to put it in terms that you'll appreciate. Okay, Valorous is Conan level realism with medieval setting.
I'm running Savage Sword. That's exactly. I mean, I've been playing it for 6 months. I haven't handed out a magic item yet.
There you go. So now you know what Valorous feels like.
And I just want everybody to know, no, I am not a prick of a GM more than anyone else. I just do not allow a couple of things.
It's not, Paul. It's not at all.
To make you extra whatever, I don't allow resurrection or reincarnation.
Same here. Resurrection's in Bear's game. If I run a game,
Resurrection will be in there, but it will be something that is a massive story plot. It requires a massive quest and would have a huge cost at the end of the road if you were going to do it. So you better really like this fucker you're trying to bring back from the dead. That's all I'm saying.
I put a hard no. It's never going to happen.
You killed trying to get him back.
Yeah. 5 of you got killed trying to bring Steve back. Well done. By the way, Steve is the name of Shadow's backup elf because Roland died, and they're trying to save Roland.
Yeah. See, I like James. Resurrect does not exist in my games.
It's not in my spells, but it can be done. But it requires.
I thought in the spell list.
It's not resurrect.
What?
Or raise dead. Or
Bear and I are in total agreement on this because we're saying the same thing. A character can be brought back to life, but not just by some cleric saying some prayers. Exactly. You're going to have to drag his body to like some distant mountain, climb that fucking mountain, chuck him in a holy stream. And then maybe ask the spirit that rules that stream, could he come back to life?
Yeah, my players found one-time use resurrect item 2 years ago, and they still haven't used it.
Item? Wow, that sounds intense.
Well,
it's like a little drop of
my game. Yeah,
it's literally a drop of golden heavenly essence.
Yeah. It came from an adventure, and it was a horn. And if you drank from it, it would just give you L. But if someone died and you poured the L down their throat, they could make a con check, and if they succeeded, they would come back to life, but the horn would crumble to just nothing. So it was kind of like
all right. It's a tier 3 divine spell, first of all. So gods are involved. Divine spells are the channelers. They have to beseech and request and beg for the power. They don't just get to have it. Every time they want to do something, they got to do it and pray and all this kind of crazy shit.
Are you sure? I mean, I can't be like an atheist cleric in your game?
No, you can't. Well, you could be, but you'll be really weird when the non-atheist society fucks you directly in your ass. But, that's okay. You can do what you want.
And the gods tell you to go pound sand. You're just like...
I'm firmly of the camp that limitations stimulate creativity.
I'm going to read the spell to you, okay? Resurrection. The divine current flows through your hands, knitting flesh and soul anew. School divine casting feat is your dynamic versus remarkable, so it's not an easy feat to do. Casting time takes 1 hour as a ritual. Range is touch. The duration is instant. Effect. Revive one creature dead up to 1 day per rank of dynamic. So at this point in time, you might have 4 ranks of dynamic available to you. You might have like an excellent dynamic. So after 4 days, they're staying dead. They're restored with half the health and no lingering injuries. If the soul is unwilling or death ordained by divine law, the casting fails. Point final. Note. Each resurrection tax is mortal and divine alike. Repeat attempts on the same soul within a year impose a -1 rank shift penalty to success per time. So it's like, you want to do this, good luck. You got to do it fast, and you have to be so fucking high power. By that point, you're deciding the fate of kingdoms. That's the point. It's not a murder hobo game. And now I'm going to take it out in the fucking judge's companion. I'm going to make a note, a whole page, saying this spell does not exist anymore because players are stupid babies.
Not that there's anything wrong with a murder hobo game.
But just that's not the game you signed up for, or that was on the tin. Don't.
Yeah, but
turn
that's
into
not what you're invited to do. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly, Bear.
I wanted to do at one point a one-shot game, which was just going to take place at a group therapy session for D&D characters who got like not resurrected, but reincarnated as shit they hated. Like a support group.
Yeah, I don't allow that either. If you get reincarnated somewhere else, and you gotta age like 20 years before you start remembering who the hell you were. You know.
I know Hungar got reincarnated as a centaur once, and it pissed him off so bad he like got rid of that character and just started playing a new character.
Yeah, reincarnated is just.
I like that.
I hate it. I absolutely hate it.
Well, what really set him off is my nephew's character, who was like a retarded elf, kept trying to ride him.
Aren't they all?
No, this one had like an intelligence of 6.
Oh.
So he was for real not very bright. And he kept trying to ride Hungar's character. And it was like, Hungar wasn't having a fun time. So he's like, yeah, I think the centaur's just going to go back to the wilderness or something.
It's also a matter of feel. If you have a lot of crazy, really high-powered magic, it just becomes a substitute for technology. And it just kind of becomes sci-fi with a skin.
Yeah.
Which is fine if you want to do that. I mean, those games
Which is weird because like in a sci-fi game, you can have all the crazy gadgets and most of them are like, yeah, no problem, whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, it creates a very different feel.
Mm-hmm.
You're 100% wrong, Shadow. Sorry.
What is Shadow wrong about? I wasn't paying attention.
He's trying to argue that no one ever questions anything in a sci-fi game.
Technological item.
Are you fucking high?
I played Traveler. There's gadgets.
Traveler is one fucking sci-fi game. One.
I could list a whole bunch more. Star Frontiers, things off the shelf that they have taken to a fantasy world, which seem like high ass magic. A communicator.
That's not the question. That's not the statement. He said nothing is ever. You said nothing is ever questioned in a sci-fi game.
Yeah, whether most of the items are like, yeah, no problem. Go to the store, you get it.
Wow.
Yeah, but
games are
the
so
point
different
I
than
was
mine.
making was, yes, everything is questioned in a sci-fi game. Basically, non-effing stop. But no one ever asked you, so exactly how does a fireball work? And I didn't come up with this because I'm not a genius. I'm copying this whole thing from Isaac Asimov, who wrote a whole thesis on how fantasy is so believable, but sci-fi, people have a hard time believing any of it. Right?
That's not what I meant in
No problem. Starts attacking you in a game.
I meant the availability.
Oh,
James.
Well, here's what I'm saying though. If I tell you a dragon comes out of the sky and attacks you, versus a winged ripper creature on an alien world, you will accept the dragon. You will question the winged ripper thing.
I've never had my players.
Yeah, I don't know who you're playing with.
I've played with thousands of people. I mean,
look, we're not talking about your other job here. We're talking about D&D.
I was talking about questioning. Like for example, you've got a group of sci-fi adventurers. They want to go, grab a couple of flamethrowers. It's not a big deal, right?
It's not a big deal.
They want to get a couple of grab belts. Not a big deal, right? It's just a matter of money and where you are at the time. Is there a
Rooster?
Right?
Right. Rooster,
That's
you may 100% be correct on this. However, he was also a genius. And you know what? It's like, so you don't throw out the baby with the bathwater. Even if Asimov was the worst person ever, you still keep what little bit of wisdom he shared. And I kind of go that way with pretty much everything and everyone. It's like everybody's got something to say. Yeah, shopping for magic items. That's
I don't do that. there really is, well, it depends on the world. I mean, I have in the past, but
Yeah, there is a world where you absolutely should be able to do that. Taslanta.
And other
90% of the population of Taslanta is a mage. And the first thing every mage learns is enchant. So if you're in the Emerald, well, not the Emerald, the Jade City or whatever they call it, yeah, there's magic shops
there. Yeah, every game's different, and don't forget, you also have to deal with the players. If the players want certain things in the game that they want to be in, you either work compromises and hard lines where you can get away with them and still keep people at your table.
Yeah, I don't think you're a bad DM, Shadow. I
know I'm a great one. I'm not worried about it.
Hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about. According to my table, I'm the best DM who ever lived,
and I'm certain that is.
I'm married to one of them, and I'm friends with the rest. So,
hang on.
However, I'm not really good at managing madness. Just ask me.
Hang on. I want to go back to something Shadow just said.
Okay.
The players have the things that they want to have in the game, so you have one of two choices. You can say no, or you work with them and you find a way to give them some of the stuff they want, but then you got to be hard about the other stuff. Ha! Like a fucking sea elf, you prick.
I didn't. I swear to God, I had no desire for you to make shit up like you did. I'm really appreciative that you did, and I think you will benefit in the long run.
Stop fucking arguing with me about the rest of it and just accept what I told you, or tomorrow I'm stopping your ability to make a character and I'm pre-genning you, and that's the way it's gonna fucking be.
I'm trying to learn the system and the boundaries, and all I'm doing
is my boundaries.
And how do I do that? I can't read your mind, and you're thousands of miles away. So I was texting you and the other guys in the group, asking questions, not asking.
You're going about it all wrong, Shadow. You got to get Bear alone when no one's around. You got to soften your voice a little bit.
Wow.
Maybe if you can't do the accent, and you have to say, Tavares.
Throw on some Barry White. What's next? Fuck.
Come on.
Don't forget to cup the balls.
Right.
It's like, fathers, please stop fighting in front of the children.
Help me out here, right?
Nice.
So Coco wandered into the chat after 2 days of Shadow questions and went, 154 unread messages. What the fuck? It's like, yeah.
So basically, yeah, you're not sweet.
All I'm doing is asking questions, trying to find out what is and isn't a thing. Just I don't know about you guys, but I smoked a lot of weed, and sometimes it doesn't matter how many times I read the fucking book. Some stuff just doesn't stick.
This
and I get that.
Smoked himself retarded.
But there's a way to ask questions, right? One of the questions is, where's the armor spell? Or I can't find the fly spell. That's not the way to ask the question.
I don't think I said that. I said, is there?
Yeah, it was, your wording was kind of like, as opposed to, hey, by the way, I'm just trying to make my character and I'm looking at some ideas. Is there a spell that lets me fly? That's the way to ask the question. Because I go, actually, no, that's really just vulgar level magic that doesn't exist in Keldar. And you go, oh, okay. Whereas opposed to, it sounds like I'm trying to find my D&D spells I like and they're not present in the game. Why not?
I'm just curious.
Presentation. For a man who can talk people into his basement, you think you'd be better at it?
Well, taser helps.
The taser and does this smell like chloroform to you?
You beat me to that one.
That never gets old.
Hey, Connell's going to come join us in a second, he said. And I got to get the cat's treats. I'll be right back.
I don't believe him, but, we'll see.
You better hurry up because I got to go make dinner soon. Hey, Bear.
What?
Don't you have a game tonight?
No, that's next week.
Oh, okay.
We got Bruce, though.
Uh-oh.
What's going on, fuckers?
He's been Bruce blocked. Sorry, Connell.
Oh, shit. Sorry, Connell.
Hey, what's up? What's up, Bruce?
Atlanta still has no L. You're damn right.
It was a Monday. How are y'all doing?
Yeah, every day's a Monday, except Sunday.
I feel like the stepchild watching his parents argue right now. That's how I'm feeling.
But why?
Hey, Ultra. Wait till you see what Matt and I got going on in the background.
Oh, I'm always looking forward to what Matt's always working on, and it's gonna be even better if it involves you.
Thanks, man. You will enjoy it. I'm just throwing a little something together. He and I are working on. Just saying, it's gonna be fun. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Ultra, I got some bad news for you. If
what?
I was your That parent, you'd be at military school.
I believe that.
Not even kidding on that one.
Mm.
I think military. Is James? No, James can have up to 10 people on his stream. You pay for your restream, don't you, James? Yeah. So Connell can join in. Don't make
I didn't
me
know
feel
that.
bad.
I'm pretty sure I can have up to 10.
You pay for your restream, right?
I do pay.
Up to 10.
Okay.
Yeah, I just do the free version on mine currently.
It's actually worth it to get the 10 though. To pay the 40 or 50 bucks, whatever it is.
A month?
No, mine
It's
is
not much. It's like 20 bucks.
19.
Yeah, I ain't paying 40
It's
bucks
like,
a month.
it's like 20
I
bucks
don't pay much
American.
on food.
Yeah, it's like 19, and it's
Listen,
so
not all of us can hunt and eat immigrants, okay? So I'm so sorry, Shadow. The rest of us have to buy groceries.
They're not all immigrants. You think I'm
I'm sorry,
racist?
illegals.
Oh,
My
think about
apologies.
though, if you owned a huge strip of land on the Texas-Mexican border and you were a
Oh,
cannibal,
why do you think I
my
want to
God.
move? What's up, Connell?
That'd be like heaven for you. You just wait out at night with your night vision on, and when you catch one of those guys trying to creep across,
Yeah,
I
you
get
just-
tired
you
of
just
Mexican
shout-
all the time.
You just shout,
and it's
Corey, Biden, Corey, and they'll come running to you thinking that you're on their side, and then bam!
I am
Fair
on a $50 a month schedule. Okay. I didn't know which one I had.
If only the original Native Americans had better border control, this would never have been an issue.
No,
Don't
fuck
forget
them
it.
guys, and I'm glad we killed them, and I hope they're burning in hell.
All right
Right.
then.
Stay with your chest,
Yeah. Shadow, you can play whatever the fuck you want in Valorous. I gotta go. I think we're gonna just. It was nice seeing you all. What the
Why,
fuck,
you a native?
James?
Oh no, you should have seen what we were talking. Some of the stuff we said on the my Saturday show I've been doing, especially like the last like maybe 30-40 minutes. We were just like, yeah, we said a lot of things.
Look,
All right, I swear to fuck. If I'm center square, that gives me power. If you don't tell a fucking amusing anecdote the next time you tell us an anecdote, I'm gonna fly to wherever the fuck you are, and I'm gonna fuck you with Shadow's dick because that's now 2 stories I've listened to where it's like, where's the punchline?
You referring to
Where's
me
the fucking
or
punchline? You.
I wasn't trying to tell a story or a punchline. I was just showing something.
Also, Shadow. We want flamethrowers. We want anti-grav belts. We'll just go and buy them, sir. This is a space burger. We can get you space fries, a space shake, and if you'd like a space sundae. But we do not have flamethrowers and grav belts, sir. I'm fucking with you, Ultra American. Relax.
I know you probably are. It's like
I know,
but
and I know you. I know you have
just
the
as
tism.
serious.
I know you have the tism as well.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's like-
look, hang on. I'm going to do this as a public service announcement for everybody because Doc knows this about me because he's been around me enough time. If I'm going, blah, 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 it's not serious. It's comedy.
Except
If
for
I
the part about
suddenly
you
start
sending me to
talking-
military school.
If I suddenly start talking dead serious and my voice just takes this lower tone and I'm very calm in how I speak, get a
and you
gun.
say, I think we crossed the line.
Get a gun right now. That's the difference.
Well, I got good news for you. I got 2 within reach.
Excellent. But I would never fuck with you. Why would I fuck with you?
I will be right back.
And
just
my
use
only thing
I just
is-
use shadow technique. I'd seal your house and light it on fire from the outside. That's that's how you fight your enemies.
Well, you got to nail the doors closed first.
I said seal the house, didn't
No,
I?
I didn't hear that. No.
Yeah, he did say still the house.
Yeah,
That's
if
what
I
we- that's
say
what-
something that
Connell-
implies they didn't hear you,
I
it
want,
means they didn't hear you.
everyone to know.
That's my loyal
Oh,
army of
yeah.
Filipino ninjas are for. They have nail guns from fucking Home Depot, and they just run going.
I will
and then
never,
fire.
ever in a million years apologize for my ancestors' frickin' success. If my ancestors whipped your ass,
Squirrel nose. There it is, right there. The louder I
Yeah.
get, the less serious you take me.
yeah, that's you with Bear.
Like I said, I said this to Bear a few minutes ago because I was thinking I had to send him the list of songs I like this week, and it really never changes. One gets added or one gets removed. It all works out in the wash, I guess. But
Remember
it's
that
been a
earlier
long-
story I told him about being funny?
I don't have funny.
I keep going. I'm fucking with you. I'm fucking with you, Colin.
Well, I mean, I just finished filling out an entire hex map while y'all were just chatting away. So
That's what I do.
Did I say
Connell,
Skyrim?
finish your fucking story, Connell. Jesus
I
Christ.
got so I got nothing. I got no funny. I'm funnied out. I just got
Funnied out.
Yeah, we know
That's
that. That's why we let you in. Just
Yeah,
for the
exactly.
story.
You're the source of comedy. We just want the rest of the goddamn story you were telling.
It's just been a long week, and I can't wait for it to end.
But it's
wait,
Monday.
the week just started. Go fuck yourself. It's that week.
Okay.
Wow. Okay.
Wow. I thought I was pointlessly angry.
Oh, I'm always angry. I just normally.
God, how little is your dick? Wow.
I'm Irish Romanian. What else do you fucking want from me, people?
Oh, so it's an innie, not an outie. Got it. Okay.
It's more of a hammer than it is like a. When we say a yardstick, it's more of a hammer.
Congratulations, it's a little girl. Oh, wait.
So you got a DNA test and it just said like one person.
I was raised in Ireland. I was not raised
That's
in.
what I'm saying. It's a little island. There's not many people on it.
Yeah.
So,
Hey, Connell. Connell,
Yeah.
do you want to be mistaken for any Eastern European country of origin? You could move to Texas. You know, I'm pretty certain we would go with that Albanian stuff here.
I don't know. I think if he went to Texas, they'd start using hard G's on him down there because he's too dark for Texas. And he doesn't have a Latin accent.
Have
He
you
doesn't have a
seen-
Mexican accent, so he'd be like, "Are you from Sugarland, boy?"
Have you
That's
seen
what
my
I would be
bosses? Jesus, I mean, those guys are like serious from Edinburgh and like Rio Grande Valley. It's completely
Edinburgh? What the fuck is Edinburgh?
Edinburgh.
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 Texas.
Edinburgh.
Yeah, the G is
Edinburgh.
kind of.
They don't call it that. They call it Edinburgh, and that's like a city on or a small town on the Texas-Mexico border.
Oh, okay. You're not
I
talking
can't
about
even-
the capital of
I
Scotland.
can't even with American pronunciation of foreign words anymore.
Oh, dude, they got a city. They got a road going to the city called Coughran. And you look at that. Is that Coffrin Road? They're like, no, that's Corn Road. Corn Road? What?
You're right back there. Hold on.
San Antonio, the county for San Antonio, Bexar. So Bexar County. No, that's Bear. What? Dude, it is so fucked up here. Bavarian fucking spelling has got this area so fucked up. It's great.
Are you Bavarian?
Yeah, we got to bring the cream into it.
Yeah. Have you ever been to Fredericksburg?
No.
So
Oh,
according
okay.
to you, if I spell my name now Bexar, hang on, there we go. Bexar, that's Bear in Texas?
Bear. In Texas, that's Bear. Even the fucking the televisions and radio stations say that.
Are you from Illinois? No, I'm from
I'm from
Illinois.
Illinois.
Okay, you're both wrong. It's Illinois, but that's neither here nor there.
It is French. But anywho,
It would make so much more sense if they would say that at the start of everything, because that would make a lot of sense for Illinois politics.
But it's hilarious.
Oh,
The
that's
one
French?
state you guys get it right on is Arkansas.
Arkansas.
Kansas.
Yeah,
No!
it's
Damn it!
pronounced French, so they get tired of saying the whole word by the end. So it's just Arkansas.
You're talking to an Arkansan right here.
Uh-oh.
RPG Dad, click that link. Come on in, buddy.
Don't worry about it there, Ultra. Me and you are still bros. Our ancestors
Yeah.
are on the right side.
I give everyone shit about when they do that, so that's I've heard every.
No,
It's
I
like
did that
my
on
last
purpose.
name,
I know
so-
it's Arkansas.
Yeah, I jokingly
No
call it
way.
Arkansas sometimes.
My best friend's from Arkansas.
But basically, one of the ways I've
Use your
There's-
words.
see,
What's going on with
Use your
Okay.
words.
yeah, no, I'm
He's glitching out.
laughing.
Buttering out, James.
Oh no.
I thought he was doing an impression of Mitch McConnell right now.
And now,
Oh no!
because it's good for you and it builds character, you little bitch. That's why you get in here. Jesus Christ.
Fucking love this
Fuck.
place. Oh, shut up, Big Vic. Get in here.
Yeah, Vic, please. Let me do my impersonation of Vic on a stream. Wow, wacky, wacky, wacky. And the next 25 minutes. Not paying attention to the stream at all. So,
That's completely Big Vic.
So tomorrow is Veterans Day here in the States, and I was pointing out with my daughter, we have school tomorrow. I'm like, it's Veterans Day. No, I know, but we still have school. I'm like, I never had school on Veterans Day when I was here.
What?
Oh yeah,
they always had Vets Day school.
yeah, it's Remembrance Day here in Canada, and we go to school. Yeah.
it's a new. It's.
I got freaking chewed out by one of my British RPG friends because I didn't know what Remembrance Day was.
Remember
11, sir. The 11th minute of the 11th hour of the 11th day. Sorry, the 11th hour. Yeah, the 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month. It's the last. It's when the armistice was in World War I happened.
Oh, I was thinking November 5th.
Yeah,
Guy Fawkes.
No, that's Guy Fawkes. That's the Gunpowder Revolution.
It's a shame that didn't go off with a bang.
Yeah, really, because Catholics from England
Athens,
would have made
Georgia.
society so much better.
Athens, Georgia was.
Well, here's the deal: if you're going to try to do a terrorist thing, don't write letters to everybody telling them when and how and where you're going to do it.
Well, I didn't. Yeah,
and don't do it in a room full of parrots either. All right, guys. After me,
work out for you.
What?
But
we
used to get Veterans Day off. I'm pretty sure.
I don't think I ever got Veterans Day off from school.
I never have.
Workers.
Well,
Wait, where's Omanal at? Omanal gets tomorrow off.
RPG Dad always went to school. Maybe my
Almond's on
parents just
vacation
let me
actually,
stay
so
home.
he's got the whole week off.
Omanal's been. If he still works for the federal government, he's had a fucking month off.
No, he's partially essential.
Oh, partially.
The only days I ever get off from my
you're
job
partially
are
literate, Connell.
Thanksgiving and Christmas. So the only 2 days I get off from my job.
Ultra, let me tell you something. On Christmas Day last year, I got called into work, and I had to go and get double pay. But there was a restaurant that decided to be open on Christmas, and of all days for them to have a backup, they had a backup. So I had to take the big sucky truck over there on Christmas Day. That was the greatest day to drive in San Antonio, I might add, because we have like 2 million cars on the road typically, and there was like just me and the 50 cars in this parking lot for this Chinese restaurant. And they were so happy to see me.
My job doesn't offer any sort of holiday pay at all.
Well, I would get a better job for you. I mean, I'm not trying to be a dick, but I mean, level up.
Well, I mean, I make almost 25 an hour right now, and so unless I find something that can pay me just as much or more, I'll let you know.
What do you do?
I just do shipping mostly, just loading trailers for stores.
Okay, well, I make about that, but I drive a truck and it has a suction pump on it. And whenever I go brrr with a pump, my boss gets paid a lot of money. And then I get a bonus check whenever I don't fuck things up over a pay period. So giggity. Fuck. I've had 5 beers. I'm sorry. I'm connelled out.
Well, I'd like to, Bruce, you'll actually appreciate this. I've added a new piece of mythology to the world of Keldara.
Fuck's sake.
Which is the fantasy. So you know how like in medieval times, Avalon or they had their own versions of fairy tales and fantasy. Well, this one it's called Eloria, and within the mythology of this place of Eloria, the astronologists and the Eleusient ways. There exists, or so it is whispered, a secret of order known as the Astronologists, navigators of dream and starlight who claim to have reached Eloria itself. Their sacred tome, the Astronomicon, describes a disciple known as Eleusient, the art of transcending the barriers of waking thought to travel the dream routes to other worlds. Few can master the Eleusient ways. Fewer still return unchained. The astronologists guard their knowledge carefully, teaching that Eloria cannot be reached by ships or spells, but by only those unbound from the mind, from the weight of reason. Their enemies are the scientologists, and they are involved in the war of thought. Opposing them are the scientologists, philosophers, engineers, and empiricists who reject the unseen. They see Eloria not as a divine mystery, but as a dimension to be chartered, conquered, and industrialized. Where the astronologists seek harmony with the dream, the scientologists would dissect it and build towers upon it and forge it into another province of man. Their rivalry is not fought with swords, but with ideas, belief versus proof, faith versus formula. Yet Keldaran chroniclers quietly fear that one day this war of thought may spill into the waking world.
You know, if they have the war of thought that they lose, they could always go to their headquarters, the library, and they could fix things.
I left out the library because I'm saving that for a spell, libraries, which is going to be like a trickster spell, where you generate a number of libraries, and then if you can secretly get someone to ingest them, if they fail their feat against the intensity of it, they're forced to tell nothing but lies for the next whatever many turns.
If my current character dies, I think I know what my next character is going to be.
I want to be one of these characters.
Astronomic kind of person.
I want to be an
I
astronomologist.
gotta go ahead and hop off. So it's good hanging out with y'all. I'll see y'all around later.
Take care, Ultra.
See you later.
Bye.
God
For
bless,
the
buddy.
Emporium.
I think that's famous, Donald.
Don't forget
You're
to
actually
subscribe to
famous.
his channel.
That is so good.
I'd like to say, Connell, you should be honored, not embarrassed.
That is the best Connolism I've ever heard in a succinct paragraph for game text. Dude, that is a fucking you better give him like $5. That is amazing.
Like $5. Wow.
I said like $350.
Hold on this. These podcasts
Bear, did you ever see that movie Black Dynamite?
Of course.
Oh yes.
Bro drives a $1,000 car wearing a $500 suit.
Yep, pretty much.
I think that's the
Come
holding on. beam. Where did I put that rope?
That's probably holding your pants up there, poverty. It's a piece of rope's an Irish dress belt. What are you talking about?
And it didn't help, and we all got murdered. So got a new job.
What's the new job?
Congrats.
Same as the old job, bartending.
And how long till you get fired from that one?
Well, probably when he starts trying to recruit people to Scientology.
Science. Is he secretly a Scientologist?
He could be. You never know. They're all
It's so hard not to say Scientology. You got to keep getting that sense on the end of it. Science.
I would say since he's at a bar, the other one would be far more appropriate.
And remember, I live in Florida, not very far from Clearwater, so I gotta watch myself.
That's
I don't need somebody sitting out front of the house filming me and shit.
Oh, you know the only threat you've
Yeah,
got
they
is
do
like
that.
you're going to go to the villages one of these nights and come back with something the doctor can't fix.
Well, I tell you this. I tell you
When I
this.
drove by the villages, I took a picture of the sign and I posted visiting Shadow and Bear at their house.
Very nice. Well done. If the Scientologists ever decide they want to film me, you know that whole thing you're saying we're like, they're going to be, I don't want them outside my house filming. They can be outside my house and filming. They're going to have hours and hours and hours of my footage of my ass doing a Winston Churchill impersonation, providing its own cigar. But they can film that as much as they fucking like. I don't care.
Well, yeah, I'm just saying here they kind of own the police department in Clearwater and everything. So, like, if you stand across the street from their headquarters in Clearwater and you don't move, you just stand there for a couple minutes, within 10 minutes, someone will approach you and ask you what you're doing.
Sightseeing.
And
I'm on a mission from Zeno.
And one of the things they do to really throw you off is after they ask you what you're doing, if they don't like what you say, they say, "What are you guilty of?" And
Loving way too much.
You know what I noticed the other day? I was listening to the Beastie Boys, the new style, and there's a verse in there where one of them, I think it's MCA, says he likes his girlies underage. And I was like, wow, no one noticed that back in the 80s. Like, I like my girlies underage. It's like, hold on now. But then again, one of my favorite songs by The Outfield, you know the one.
I don't want to use your love tonight.
Yeah, and he says she's way too young.
No, he doesn't.
You know, he likes his girls a little bit older.
Yeah, this is referring to an older woman. That's the song's about him liking an older woman and going over and fucking her, but refusing to acknowledge it, which is why he also continues in the song to say, "We're not talking about this," and just keep this on the fucking down low, lady.
Yeah, I hope you're right.
Since I've actually heard that song.
Because when I heard it, I was like his girl's a little bit older. What's he talking about over here?
I was quoting Dazed and Confused. Yeah, where
Floating or
what?
What?
I said I like my how was that line ago? Normally
I like hamburgers.
I like grad school students.
If I played guitar, I'd be Jimmy Page. The girlies I like are underage.
Yeah.
He's not wrong on that. He's not wrong on
Was
that.
Jimmy Page known for liking underage girls? I didn't know that.
I don't think they're connected. I think it's just a rhyme scheme, James. I don't think we need to create a conspiracy theory out of it.
I'm not creating that.
Pete Townsend got caught with some nasty on his computer and made some lame excuse for it. That got blown over, I remember, though.
Yeah, but it was dudes.
Oh, because
that's better.
Still.
little boys are so much better than being little girls in that regard.
Kinda.
Well, then again, I mean, figure the source. Figure the source.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Josie's on a vacation far away. Come around and talk it over. So many things that I want to say. I like my girls a little bit older. That does not imply pedophilia to me in any way, shape, or form. It implies he likes to fuck cougars. That's what I get from that.
Have you read the Ben Franklin letters?
Oh, let's not get into Ben.
Ben Franklin was a cougar fucker. He loved the cougars. He's like, while their tits may have dropped a little bit from age, the blood has ran straight to their ass and hips, and they are joyous. More so, they don't care. Have fun, young men.
Well, on that note, I have a game to go to. Everybody here, have a good night.
For a game? We have this great conversation here.
Yeah. You have to teach us the ways of astrology, sir. Read to us lessons from the Astronomicon.
James,
teach us the ways of Aleutians.
James, it's always a pleasure seeing you. Bruce, Shadow, Doc, Bear.
Hey, we're gonna do a show on Thursday. Well, maybe not this Thursday, but
you ain't got.
Hey, Connell, now that you have a new fucking job,
all those racists. I hate
can you figure out if you're gonna fucking play in a game or not? Because we're moving forward without you if you can't get your head out of your ass and respond to shit.
If it stays every other Saturday.
No, that game died. If you read the fucking thread, you'll see that game died.
Oh, what day is it on now?
Well, we're not doing the Heroic till the new year, but we're doing a Valorous game starting Wednesday.
I know Connell's far away, but we might have to go pull an intervention.
At some point.
At some point.
Let me go talk to my guy, my boss tomorrow, and I see if I can get switch out my days. I can get.
No, don't switch out your days. Keep your job. Don't be a bitch, because nothing they hate more when someone starts a new job than dictating days they can't work, and that's how you get fired. You need a job, dummy. It's okay. Now we know. Now we don't hold a spot for you. We just move forward. It's okay.
Oh, I need a fucking break. Okay.
Yeah, never call out.
How old are you?
How old are Connell?
How old am I?
Yeah.
42.
Huh. I would have said 30.
Yeah, an old lady thought I was Albanian, so you know.
Well, you do look kind of like a Turk. I'm joking, obviously, but that was like just a thing to say.
I'm not that.
You remind me of my brother, actually. I've told you that.
Oh yeah, wow.
You look like my little brother.
That's weird because he is my little brother.
Who's a Turk?
Right. Well, that's weird because my dad got around a lot.
Was he a rambling man? All right, everybody in chat, y'all have a good week. May it be a great sight better than my week.
I'm sure it will be. Wait a minute. I don't know if that's the right way to respond or not. Big Vic causes all a bunch of young.
Hey, what are you doing on? Who's free on Wednesday evening?
Me, I'm running a game. Why?
I know Bear's got.
Because Doc and I will be in his game on Wednesday.
Why don't you tell us what you're doing on Wednesday? How about that would be an option?
Well, he lives in the land of, make believe over there, Shadow does, and his is 2 hours behind me. So even if I get off at 11, he's free. He's in theory he'll be free by 9.
I like my girls a little bit.
So does that track?
What is the point you're trying to make, young man?
I want just bullshit and relax on stream, and if I can't make it, I'll. I'm shutting up. I'm done. Y'all have a good evening. Peace, love.
We didn't even have to make fun of him this time.
Fucker.
Yeah, we didn't even have to make fun of him this time. He just took himself out. That's amazing.
I mean, after you read from your book how the Connolisms go, I thought that was probably almost too much for him.
No, it's fine.
I'm going to go look some stuff up at the library. He'll be fine.
Connell's famous now.
This pecan pie beer is really good, and
Jute Napoleon. Why do you drink gay beer? I'm very curious about this. You're always drinking gay beer. Why?
This is out of a variety pack from Shiner, the local bar, local brew house that makes Shiner Bock. One of the more. It's a big accredited beer within the States.
Okay.
They have a really nice brew house, and they put out a holiday pack every season, and I thought I'd drink it.
Okay.
And the other beer I was drinking today was Oktoberfest. Because
that's not gay. Pecan beer, gay.
You know what?
That's not saying much, reprobate. I'm the youngest one here.
What's up, Coco?
Coco, a lucient evening to you too, sir. May I read to you from the Astronomicon? Though at the library we did find things. Fuck it, I don't. And that's here endeth the lesson.
A lucient evening, I don't even know what the hell that means.
Hey, Coco.
Were you not paying attention? I just read to you what it means.
Ellucient?
Yes, the Ellucience is the way of the astronologists.
Oh,
they achieve Ellucience, which allows them to traverse to Eloria.
Okay. All right. All right. Cool.
See, we make fun of Connell, but Connell can't focus because he's thinking at a higher level.
That makes sense, actually.
I actually wouldn't doubt that.
Level.
From the Book of Connell, verse 19.
No. It's the book of. It's the Astronomicon. It could be the Book of Connell within the Astronomicon for sure.
Right.
It's badly written, lots of typos, spelling mistakes, and then every now and then the ink just sort of peters off, and then a new paragraph starts. It's really weird.
Before he died, Marty Friedman typed it up.
Marty Friedman.
Yeah, the guy from Young Frankenstein.
Marty Feldman.
Marty Feldman. I was going to say Marty Friedman. Yeah, I loved when he and Shawn Michaels used to tag team together.
No.
Wait, that's Marty Jannetty.
I was thinking two things. Marty Friedman, the Megadeth guitarist, and then Marty Feldman, the guy I was actually wanting to be, had an eye over there and an eye over here. It was great.
Oh, you mean the guy who played Igor?
Igor, correct.
Yeah, he was funny as shit, that guy.
He was very hilarious.
There's had great stage presence,
He had stage presence. He had timing. He could read a script. The guy could
He could read two at the same time. What are you talking about?
I mean, he also could fucking fix lines. And apparently, he helped out Mel Brooks during Young Frankenstein.
Well, I'm sure he did, but so basically, what we're saying is, you can get the Book of Connell at the Emporium.
The Emporium can only be reached if you are an astronomicist, sadly. It's the first stage of Ellucience. The first step of Ellucience is to find the secret door in the library that takes you to the Emporium.
Well, I mean, okay. That all sounds kind of fun, really.
Look, I didn't make this shit up. I just interpreted Connell's nonsense into something usable, okay?
Literally something usable.
Technically, I made it up. Okay.
You've inspired me to make
pretty cool. Whether you made it up
to make the astronologist a prestige class within my game.
Bob Beckner, Rockers callback. Which one?
Marty Friedman. Marty
Jannetty and Shawn Michaels, the Midnight Rockers.
Oh yeah.
and I still listen to Marty Friedman quite a bit because he has like an extensive discography. He actually made a lot of instrumental guitar albums over in Japan.
Do you know what I found out yesterday? And it didn't make me mad or anything. It just made me question the reality I live in. That Dolly Parton is inducted into the Hall of Rock and Roll Fame.
Yeah.
Iron Maiden is not.
Is Judas Priest in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame?
He is, but not for being a rock and roller, for some other special reason.
Wow.
For the Emporium. Tee-hee.
And Dolly Parton was so upset when they inducted her into the Hall of Fame. She told them she didn't want it like multiple times, and they did it without her permission anyway. So she said she was going to make a metal album just to mess with it. Yeah. Which I don't think she ever actually did, but she
did perform with Rob Halford once, though.
Yeah.
That was pretty amazing.
Because she was like, do not put me in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I do not play rock and roll. Why would you do this? And they're like, oh, well, you know. But meanwhile, Maiden, one of the greatest bands of all freaking time, they're not in.
That's arguable.
What's arguable? It's
That
not
they're one of the
arguable. They're
greatest
not
bands
in.
of all fucking
For real.
time. No, that they're one of the greatest bands of all fucking time.
They're one of the greatest metal bands ever.
Yeah, it's arguable.
They have so many great songs. Listen,
They really
you
don't.
go back to listening to your Dream Theater and all that freaking lame ass shit up there. I'm
Sure,
going to go with Maiden.
Okay, you go with your mean devil horns. Fuck, what a good Christian.
Hey, don't judge me. You can't judge me.
Oh, I can.
You can, but I don't care.
Excuse me, sir. Excuse me, sir. I am a Luciant. I can judge.
Oh, well, okay, checkmate, sir. Well played. I mean, okay, never mind. I'll take it all back.
You should.
A metal cover of Jolene. I know that the White Stripes did a metal cover of Jolene.
I wouldn't call the White Stripes metal.
Yeah, but that
Yeah,
particular version was pretty metal.
They're hard rock at best.
Okay, fine. They did a hard rock version of Jolene. At
Also,
like
I'm
a
kind of
live
glad
show.
they just vanished. I'm kind of happy about that too.
Who, the
The
White
White
Stripes?
Stripes?
Yeah.
Well,
They're
I
kind of
think it
annoying.
had to do with the drummer / girlfriend of the lead singer, like shooting a porn with another dude.
I just think that he was so up his. Every time I heard him talk, I'm like, how up your own
Yeah, he
ass
was-
can you be?
Yeah, she was actually his ex-wife. They tried to pass off his brother and sister for some bizarre reason. It was
Yeah.
really weird. Yeah, that guy is like so fucking pretentious.
Yeah, some people are just like that, man.
No, sadly.
It's weird.
Sadly, astrology cannot save all.
Look, you can lead a whore to water, but you can't make her think.
Wah, wah. Ba-dum-bum.
Oh, you know that was kind of funny.
Yeah, no, it was hilarious. I'm actually fighting to keep the laughter in.
Yeah, Squirrel Hermit, I agree. Maiden is way more rock and roll than Dolly, and Dolly
Well, okay.
knew it too.
That's fair, but you know,
Because if there's one thing we all know about Dolly is one, she's really smart when it comes to business, and two, she is actually very humble considering the amount of success that lady has thrown together in the last 40, 50 years.
no, the first White Stripes album was a very good album.
Well, you
Seven
can like
Nation
the
Army
album
is a
because the
fucking
musicians are
banger.
good. I mean, you know,
But the guy's a piece of trash.
I mean, I like the guy who did Right Round or whatever, Dead and Alive, but apparently that lead singer was absolutely a nightmare to work with or even be around. So, you
No,
know,
I mean he was dizzy. You know, I mean, he's
and now he's
constantly,
like got a
constantly being
bunch of
spun right
surgery.
round. He's you know.
Well, now he's got a bunch of surgeries and may or may not identify as a jellyfish or something. I'm not sure what the hell he's doing. Jack White and Loretta Lynn. Yeah, you know. Yeah, Loretta Lynn from Butcher Holler, which is about an hour drive from where I live.
So I gotta ask: has anybody been keeping up with the 3i Atlas stuff, or is it just me that listens to about 2 hours of that news every night?
The what stuff?
I don't know what you're talking about.
3i Atlas.
3i Atlas. It's
The extrasolar comet.
Yeah, I've given up.
Well, the U.S. shutdown didn't help out a whole lot, but now that it's out from behind the sun, they're saying that it
drugs
has lost size, lost like a sizable amount of what it was, and that might be just because it was a snowball going around the sun. When it approached Mars, it was really close to Mars and the sun at its closest point. But I just was wondering if anybody else keeps up with that, because I do like my woo-woo news.
Look,
Yeah, no.
Okay.
Well, it was
Things
a
don't fly around
pristine
out there.
comet. Whatever star it formed around it never came close enough to activate. So it had never off gas before until it entered our solar system. So it probably split and almost certainly would have broken up, because this stuff is basically just gravel and snow.
Yeah, that's what it's supposed to be. I don't know. I listened to about 4 or 5 videos a night on it. Sometimes I might just listen to one because it's like an hour and 45 minutes. And
that sounds like a good way to make yourself go insane, Bruce.
It's just disseminating information. That's all. Just disseminating all the info that's out there. What is fake news? What's not? I mean, it's just like, listen to people talk about the various ways that COVID-19 was formed and spread and blah, 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 blah.
Another good way to make yourself go insane.
I mean, I do have a sizable amount of time a night where nobody else is up and wants to talk, and nobody wants to talk above my PTO while I've got that engaged, because it's like 100 decibels. So I get it. I get it. What? I can't hear you, Bruce.
I have no idea what Bruce is talking about right now. Does anybody else have a clue, or are we all in the same boat?
He's talking about he likes to keep track of shit, so he watches videos on the internet.
Okay, that I got. But then he started using names, and I was like, wow.
Okay, PTO is like a partial transmission override, which for you not being a driver, you're not really going to understand that a whole lot. But for like a vehicle that has an extra purpose other than getting from point A to point B, like sometimes your PTO controls the elevation of the hopper. Sometimes your PTO controls the pump that provides suction. So your PTO, you engage that, and it does that extra function. So that's what it does.
Can you give me a ride to the library, Bruce?
Move my coffee mug and thermos out of the way, and the bucket of double bubble off the passenger seat, and sure,
double bubble.
Yeah,
that's the rest of the story.
Did have the old.
That's kind of my cue. I got to go too.
Good.
I will see you guys later.
Oh, okay.
Take care, guys.
Take care.
What have I done to deserve this? That was the Pet Shop Boys.
It's
that was the Pet Shop. You are gay. Holy fuck.
That wasn't me. No, I was just using it as Bruce.
This is a room of chainsaw juggling clowns. You're not far off. You're not far off.
Oh, fuck my life.
Yeah. Meanwhile, I'm over
here
stuff that Bear does not give a F about.
But it's your show, so go ahead and talk all you want about it. I'll just turn off my camera and go get a drink.
You can. I'm just putting together a couple of Storm Eagle
there it is.
Transports.
There we go.
Each one of them can carry a squad of Marines.
Marines! Tee-hee-hee! Storm Eagle!
Fan of mobility in war games. So,
sorry about that.
I haven't put the guns on this guy yet.
He's
got some laser guns and it's got a missile launcher, but basically, it's just really a flying rhino is all it is. It's just fucking land and boom, drop some Marines somewhere, right?
You know what I remember that from the most?
No, what?
Dawn of War.
Dawn of War. What a good game.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think they're going to make another good one, though, because the last one I played, Dawn of War 3, sucked.
Yeah, the first one's the only one that's worth a shit. Everyone they've made after that one has just been a monumental disappointment.
That was like the Command and Conquer style one?
Nope, it was actually Control Points, not Command and Conquer.
It was RTS. And if you took Control Points, it made your points go faster.
Oh.
And then you use the points to buy things.
And you had to have map control.
But none of that is why I think it's the best version of the game. The reason I think it's the best version of the game is it's the one that's actually the closest to the lore. Yeah. So let's say you buy a Space Marine Tactical Squad, right? You get 5 guys. But if you use points, you can up it to 10. Then you can promote one to a sergeant. You can attach an apothecary. You can give one of them a heavy bolter. I mean, the whole thing just like in the codexes, right? All of the ones after that did fucked up shit. Like you get 3 Marines and you can upgrade to 5. It's just lame, just stupid. And I don't understand why they would have changed it, because the first one and the 6 expansions that came out with it for it, I mean, you would think a game designer would look at that and be like, holy shit, jackpot. You know what I mean? People actually really love this shit. As a matter of fact, how old is that game, Bruce?
Dawn of War was 2004.
Yeah, I know people who still play that fucking game.
I still play it. What the fuck are you talking about? I think it's one of the best. It's one of the best single player games that they ever made.
And I like how if you've got the right, I forget which expansion it is, but you can play like a campaign where you're fighting for planets and in a system. And
that's the one with the fucking Imperium, the fucking ground pound, the turtle guys.
Yeah, the
Imperial Guard. Imperial Guard.
Ice or something, whatever. Codices is absolutely, hey, Max. Yeah, codices is the plural of codex. But there's only one codex in the lore. And that's the one that fucking Rabot, your French named bastard Rabot Guillemot come up with. And all of the best chapters ignore him. Actually, that's not true. Blood Angels did listen to him, but Space Wolves told him to fuck himself. And the Black Crusaders or whatever, they told him to get right fucked. So, I mean, it just depends.
I honestly feel that there's a viable game somewhere in Warhammer 40K, but it's nowhere within anything they've printed.
And I honestly feel like you are 100% right.
Like you could just take your entire army or armies and just play what's the Osprey game version of it?
We use 1-page rules because 40K rules suck. I mean, that's just what it is.
Everything you write sucks.
They're getting ready to come out with the next edition, and my Magic 8 Ball says it will suck just as bad as the last 5. So there is that.
I really got upset with the game store, the game room, back in 2007 when they switched over to like some new edition. I don't know which one it was, like the 5th. But in the middle, between turn 2 and turn 3, you're playing the game with like 4th edition, and then in turn 3, you have to swap over to 5th edition. But none of the codexes for 5th edition came out, and there's still like the Dark Elves using the codex out of what, 2nd edition? It's just the Dark Eldar.
Why do you got to bring up such bad memories? I played Dark Elves in Warhammer Fantasy.
I love Dark Elves.
I remember the 15 years of not having a modern codex.
I had a jet bike army for Eldar and for Dark Eldar.
Right. How you doing?
Hey, Flynn, what's up?
Oh, I'm cold and tired, but other than that, I'm alive.
It
well, that's
was.
good. Would it make you feel awkward if I refer to you as RPG Daddy?
Wow.
Well, I'm always somebody's daddy, so that's all right.
So last night it got down to 43, and right now it is 59.
Yeah, you go fuck off right now.
We have a cold advisory for Florida right now.
Yeah, it's
Which
supposed to
just
get
basically
freezing
is
here
to
by
warn all the old people that it's going to be less than 80 degrees.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's 55.
Yeah, it's like 29 here.
It's snowing.
55 for me is like t-shirt weather. Go out, jog around,
We're
kill a
having a
deer or
snowstorm.
something.
Right now, it's literally snowing outside and hard.
I know. I'm so
Yeah,
envious.
yesterday and today.
I am an envious man of your hard snow.
I'm not. I those of you that like snow, enjoy it. I hope you love the next 3 to 5 months.
I fucking hate it.
Dude, I never visit my mom unless it's winter. Why would I drive up there to fuck around up there in the summertime?
And sorry, just because I am James's resident pedant.
He is Bear the Pedantic.
Codices.
Yeah, codices.
Yeah, not codices, as you guys kept saying. Codices.
There we go.
First off, as I kept saying, I told you, you're supposed to give me a break. You know.
Nope.
English is a second language.
Nope.
What's
So
the
cut me a
first?
break. What?
What's your first?
Hillbilly.
Appellation.
Oh, I can understand.
Holler crawler.
James, I got a
You
question.
know, that's
for you.
an official second language. Appellation. Like according to the government.
I must ask James this. James, how far away when you were growing up was the Sergeant York Institute?
Oh shit, that's in Tennessee, but it's right on the border and it's in the east, probably about 2 hour drive.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a lot south of me. A lot south.
I wasn't aware, but I was curious because I just found out about that. I listened to the Sergeant York from the Fat Electrician today again, and I remember at the very end he talks about how they still have a public school that he initially built and was trying to fund and keep going, but then the government came and said, "You owe us $90,000 in back taxes," and he's like, "That's like $1 million." And they're like, wait, you built a school and put desks in there and books? We'll take this over.
Well, you would think that they'd have cut him a break just because it was a congressional medal, winner and all that.
They're not
I guess that was new, but now CMG winners aren't supposed to pay any taxes at all.
Yeah, you get exempt. Of course, the bad thing is that only about 1 out of 100 people actually survive to receive it. So, I mean, if you live and get your Congressional Medal of Honor, boy, you did something good. And it's always corpsmen and medics. Not always, but 70-80%
A lot of the time,
are
yeah.
corpsmen and medics. It's crazy, Yeah, holler crawlers, but not me. I live on top of the mountain. So I look down at the holler crawlers, and I don't go down there unless I got to.
Hey guys, I'm gonna sign off. The medication's starting to catch up with me.
Oh shit, man.
God,
Okay.
take care, everybody. Good seeing you.
Yeah, I'm
I'll
glad you
catch you
popped
all
in,
later.
though. Anytime.
Later. Bye.
My dog.
Bye.
Bye.
Well, it's my fucking show now.
You called a bitch.
Well, okay.
Bitch. I'm calling you a bitch.
Me bitch? Oh,
You fucking
nobody's bitch.
bitchity bitch.
Do.
You fucking Saint Flynn, patron saint of bitches.
Whoa. I'm gonna smack you right up with it. Ed.
You have a fucking dream where you smack me. You better ring me up and apologize the next morning.
Wow, that's good. That's good. I like that.
It's from Reservoir Dogs.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't remember much about it except for a dude dancing to like Stiller's Wheel and cutting a guy's ear off and trying to light him on fire and shit.
Yeah, it was Harvey Keitel's line and said, "You shoot me in a dream, you better wake up and apologize."
Yeah. Well, Harvey Keitel's good in those kind of movies for sure. But the thing with Reservoir Dogs, I know a lot of people love it and think it's like the greatest movie ever, but it's not very memorable to me, except for the dude dancing around and cutting the dude's ear off to Stiller's Rule. That shit stuck in my head. I was like, God, dog, this guy. I mean, what is wrong with him? You know,
I don't know why everybody loves that movie, but they don't know about True Romance.
Oh, True Romance.
Or they don't know about City of Empire, which is what Reservoir Dogs was stolen from.
Yeah.
No, I don't know about City of Empire, but I do know that I will front for. I'll be a True Romance stan any day of the week. True Romance was
Good movie. It's a really good movie.
You had your white Jamaican played by one of the best actors to ever live, and fucking Brad Pitt.
I just love
Val
when he says
Kilmer showing up in bathrooms as Elvis.
When he says, "Is it Wet Boy Day?" And the black guy bleeding goes, "No, man, it ain't Wet Boy Day."
Right.
I fucking love that.
And it was all because a nerd fell in love with the hooker.
Well,
I can really see that movie becoming a real set of events. That's the bad thing.
Well, I mean, for when it first come out, all of the dudes that were like in the know as far as good cinema knew and loved it. Normies may not have liked it because of some of the scenes were a little rough, but like people who actually appreciate great acting and storytelling, they liked it. It was
James
good.
Gandolfini and that stunt actress in the bathroom
Oh my
absolutely traumatized my girlfriend at the time.
You know, he played a good psycho.
Tarantino didn't like it.
Well, I mean, I'm so sick and tired of these guys. They make something amazing and then turn around.
He didn't make it. No, he didn't make it. He wrote it.
Scripted it.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that means he made it. Or maybe
No.
he didn't like the way they filmed it.
He didn't like the way they directed it because he wanted it to be like Pulp Fiction. He wrote it out of sequence where you would jump back and forth like Pulp Fiction and sort of get the bits of the story following up bits of the story, following up bits of the story. And then they just cut it all into direct linear storytelling.
You know, well, that's what happens when you write a script.
This is a leftover blend of all the stuff that Dungeon and Yield Geek brought me at ClareCon. So I just kind of put it all in a bottle, and I got this weird blue-green color out of it. Tastes pretty good.
Yeah, just a pacifier. The Italian scene was a bit rough. If you're
awesome
Italian,
scene.
if you're not Italian, it was like, well, damn, somebody's.
I love the Italian scene. My last name's Lombardo. What the fuck?
You're like a bajillion miles away from Sicily. That's why.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Even if I was in Italy, I'm pretty certain my give a shit about Sicily would be absolutely minimum because I'm from North Italy.
Well, and the other thing that was so hilarious too was the whole Christopher Walken's reaction to the whole thing. It's like this dude is talking mad shit, and Christopher Walken's just standing there being like, "Oh, huh," you know. It's just like, "Oh my god, dude, you're so dead." But he knew he was, so I mean, you know,
Let's go out with a banger.
might as well go out fucking talking shit.
Dennis
He
Hopper
did.
played that fucking scene to the hilt. That's
Dude, he
probably
is so good, and like.
Whoa! Hang on. Let's not forget that's the last time Christopher Walken acted on screen, and
Is
didn't
it?
just play Christopher Walken every time he shows up in something afterwards.
Well, I mean, you know,
That's true. Yeah.
the
only
fact
other
is,
time
Bear, people love Christopher Walken, so he can show up and just be Christopher Walken.
Yeah, it's Al
Everybody
Pacino
will
syndrome.
walk away happy as hell about it.
if Chris Walken, Bill Murray, The Rock,
Bill Murray? Who's Bill Murray?
Bill
Is that
Murray.
Bill Murray?
Fuck.
Bill Murray,
Bill Murray.
Bill Murray.
Listen, this weekend the wife and I are just going to dip out to Bill Murray's place on the coast. We're going to go for
Look.
some wine.
I would think you Canadians would like
You
that.
can read the Astronomicon.
Yeah,
They're gonna,
exactly.
they're gonna have an
The library.
Aleutians festival at the library.
Now,
So-
what happened is you guys are forcing us to do bilingual shit. So now we gotta say Bill Murray and Bill Murray.
Murray,
So-
it's a Scottish fucking name. It's Murray.
I'm just making fun of the fact that you guys got Quebecois.
Why
So
are you barking at me?
we have this wonderful movie.
I'm just defending my bald friend. He can't help it. He's a short king and he's bald. Give him.
I've got Bill Murray, I've got Chris Walken, and I've got Dwayne The Rock Johnson in a movie.
Yeah, I
think
could do
that would
without
make $1
Dwayne The
million.
Rock Johnson.
Dwayne The Rock.
I believe it's Dwayne, and it's
Dwayne.
He likes to hang out with Bill Murray.
Bill Murray. Somehow I feel like we have lost the plot to something, but I don't even know if we
I
have.
would love to see a movie with all these actors that just play themselves whenever they get on screen.
Well,
And I
then
think
you
it would
have
fucking
to
make
have the dude from fucking Die Hard,
Which one? Bruce Willis?
Bruce Willis, because he's only Bruce Willis.
But he can't read a script now. He's
Yeah.
past
I
the
heard
point
he's
of-
having like some Alzheimer's and stuff.
he's got Alzheimer's and some other issues medically.
You know, he banged Firebush on her 18th birthday.
I don't know who Firebush is.
Lindsay Lohan.
Yep.
Really?
Yep. At a party.
Part of me wants to admire the man. My deck
Yep.
member.
The day she turned
Wow.
18, they had a big party in
The reason he did all those shitty movies for the last 15 years was to make enough money for his kids.
yeah.
He
Well,
took
yeah.
he took every fucking script they offered to him, and he signed a really good residuals deal, so he took a lower hit on his pay. But knowing that these things are going to wind up on streaming and everywhere else, he took a bigger piece of the end piece, so that he can leave that to his kids, so they'll be constantly getting money every month.
That is a noble thing for a dude to do. I mean, set your family up because you know you're going out.
Yep.
You know?
Well, it's like Jack Nicholson and Batman.
Yeah.
Jack Nicholson be another fine actor as a supporting role. He's like what, 80 now? We can't have him on screen for more than we can't have him on set for more than 4 hours at a time. He has to
Yeah,
go
that dude was like a grown man playing in movies in like the 1970s and shit.
Did you ever see The Last Resort?
No. Was it really good?
It is.
Am I missing
No,
out?
it's not The Last Resort. It's the last. Hold on. It's an old fucking 1975 film before One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
Okay. I mean, One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest was pretty amazing.
That was an amazing film.
It was a story all about the banality of people who aren't very powerful, but how evil they could be. And there are some people who say there's no tyrant worse than a petty tyrant.
The Last Detail is what it's called.
Ah,
It is. You got two Navy guys ordered to bring a young offender to prison, but they decided to show him one last good time along the way. They showed us that in boot camp of all things as an AIT training. I kind of wondered why they did that, but now I kind of understand why. The Last Detail is a great movie. Not his best, but it's really good. It's got a lot of 70s-esque stuff in it, so like probably couldn't make it today, but it's really fucking good.
I believe you.
Well, gentlemen, I got to go and get ready for the radio show I'm doing tonight, Metal Monday. So if you want to listen to some metal, come on by. But otherwise, I got to bounce.
How long is your show going to last?
Usually a couple hours. And then it's over because I get tired of talking.
Well, I
You know what
listened
to
to
say.
some of your music the other day, and I'm not really a super fan of AI, you know that, but there's a lot worse on mainstream radio.
That's the point.
If that makes you feel better, and I hope
Well,
that
you know, I was going to log off and self-exit. I was going to punch my ticket, but you telling me that gave me a reason to live, Bruce. So thank you.
You're such a smart
motherfucker, I'm just trying to say that like your AI assisted garbage is still better than the garbage they try to market.
See, this reaction made it all worthwhile. There it is.
Yeah, I don't know.
Don't delete
The
yourself.
angry little bald Italian motherfucker! I'm tapping you fucking paisan. That was great. I loved it. Exactly.
Mr. Passerby, I think that Johnny Depp vanished from his body and Jack Sparrow just took over. And he's just Jack Sparrow all the time now. Whether he's
Okay, well, on that crazy conspiracy theory, bye.
Bye.
I would watch a movie with Jack Sparrow and Jack Nicholson and fucking Bill Murray and and Chris Walken just going around and doing shit. Just like an hour and a half of them walking around the boroughs, like fucking shit up for what's that fucker? The guy that Mandami? Yeah. Just eating bacon and having a good old time in New York.
Oh, did you hear about? You probably told me about this. The new hate crime that's happening in Sweden,
where they're putting bacon and
they're
all
putting
the
strips of
Oh,
bacon
yeah.
inside of the Quran.
in the Quran. Yeah, they're doing that in Sweden all over.
Hey, you need a tasty bookmark.
You do.
It's like, oh my god, we
Squirrel
don't need to
Hermit,
hit the
I
pub
would
together
fucking
one day.
drink
I
to
agree,
that, bro.
Squirrel Hermit.
Squirrel Hermit has a great idea there. We do need to hit the pub together. Good God.
Yeah, hit the pub. I could have a couple pints, Guinness, maybe black and tans.
People bitch about this pecan pie beer. This pecan pie beer tastes really good.
I like a Guinness, a black and tan. I like Harp. I like Newcastle. I like.
Wait,
Yealing.
which
That's my
Newcastle?
favorite.
Newcastle Brown Ale or Newcastle Werewolf?
Brown ale. I've never even heard of Werewolf.
Okay, they had Werewolf for like a no.
Just one strip. I don't know how many strips they're putting in, Passerby. but
Between
they're
like
putting strips of
3
bacon.
and 5 strips in every Quran.
Well, you need to
Oh,
log book.
not a whole pig. You can't fit a whole pig in a book.
Books like
You
that
could,
wide.
you could try.
The binding's all busted out, like your first edition DMG you got in 1982.
Hey, that binding you may be made from pig leather. You never know.
Dude, do not fucking tempt me. There's a $900 million Powerball going on, and if I win it, we're gonna have some.
You gonna have a Quran made from pig?
No. I might make a Quran with a pigskin fucking cover. Let's do it.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I have no way associated with this crazy fucker in the tuxedo wife beater. If y'all want to know that,
I'm sponsored by APAC.
a pack of beer.
APAC of beer. Yes, sir. How you doing today, RPG Dad? You been all right, man?
Oh yeah, yep. That's another day where I haven't ate a bullet, so it's all good.
My day was pretty good. I started at midnight for my job, and I got home about 3 o'clock. I got home because I went over to this house.
Well, I didn't either.
Renting out, but they need help getting it cleaned out.
Exactly.
Fucking everything in this house is just tore up to shit. I hope the lady credits my fucking rental because we've talked about that, but we haven't put in official paperwork yet. But I was cleaning out the freezer today, and after I got the freezer door, the door on the freezer was clean because it was like turned off, and so a bunch of bugs came in, and we had like dead roaches, dead eggs, all this shit. So I scrubbed that clean, and I'm like, I'll get the interior of the freezer tomorrow and Wednesday, and then I'll get all the racking and all the other stuff cleaned up on Thursday.
This conversation sure took a weird turn while I was gone.
I'm just talking about my fucking new home that I'm getting ready to rent out starting in December. And
nice.
You'll be seeing it because I'm going to put all this shit in my big fucking table in the front room. It's not the front room because like you have to go through the kitchen area first. And then there's where the space is for the table and the fucking miniatures and all that shit. My wife is taking me upstairs. All of that's hers. But I get the majority of all the footage in the downstairs. Yeah, all War of the Roses. But it's going to be great.
War of the Roses.
I love that movie. Fucking amazing film.
I remember watching that one as a kid.
I watched it as a kid too. I want to see it again with Janet. I think she would laugh. I would hope she would laugh.
I sent Janet links to movies that she asked me to send.
She is she's like probably my bestie. As far as it's concerned, like I don't even talk to everybody that I give a shit about on a daily basis, about my mom and dad. Aside from them, she's the one I probably talk to the most on the phone.
That's so weird. I've never had a female friend.
Well, I'll tell you what. Look, if you were a man who wanted to be in drag, she would help you out.
She would. She would definitely could help you out. She has a fucking trailer and
Oh
a
my-
half of costumes.
I know.
Dragon's milk in the fridge. No, Coochie, you need to get Minotaur milk
Minotaur milk for Morning Glory Milking Farm.
from Morning Glory Milking Farm. That's the best milk. Everybody knows. Just because it wiggles in your mouth as you're trying to swallow it, it's okay.
I only like just regular beer. I don't care about all the other shit. I've tried IPAs. I've tried this flavored shit. I've tried this and that. I just give me a freaking just a beer. Give me a Busch Light. Give me a Coors. I don't care. I'm not a big guy.
High Life.
See, I'm not fancy either.
Miller High Life.
I'll take
I haven't had one in a long time.
every day.
They sell the Miller High Life in these little like 6-ounce glass bottle beers.
I thought that was the Banquet.
Yeah, and they do that, and they're in these little bitty baby bottles, and they're so cute. $5 at the fucking store.
Well, I think with the show Cobra Kai kind of helped that one out a little bit because this bringing that back more because I used to never see him until after Cobra Kai came out, and where you see Johnny Lawrence always drinking a Coors Banquet.
The Banquets are in small ones, and so are Miller High Life. But I've been drinking a lot of like holiday beers. They just had the Oktoberfest, so I had like a half pallet of that. Reactionary Principal Gaming says, personally, I like a heavy Busch.
Well, he is French.
I get it. I've been to
girls are
France.
hot, but they do have
You like a heavy Busch.
I can speak carnally on this. They do have a heavy Busch. It is retro 70s night every night in France.
I like a Busch Light.
Or Quebec.
Yes, they're called grenade, Squirrel Hermit. Thank you.
Yeah. I don't know if you can even get them anymore, but I used to be quite the fan of. Oh, by the way, 30-minute warning. But I used to be quite the fan of Mickey's Big Mouth.
I can't stand Mickey's.
Oh, I used to love it.
That's awesome for you. I drink that and I'm like,
I thought Mickey's was the non-alcoholic.
God,
No,
no.
it's like the most alcoholic beer.
That's a heavy malt beer, probably about 10 to 9%.
It's not even beer; it's malt liquor. It's
Yeah,
Mickey's
it's malt
malt
liquor.
liquor.
You know, I've never bothered with malt liquor.
I used
Well,
to
I
drink
mean, you
King
ain't from the
Cobra.
hood though.
I drank King
Like
Cobra.
growing up
because-
in the hood in Kentucky, you know. Actually, that's a total lie because when I was in Kentucky, alcohol was illegal, so we had to be like.
Who the fuck did
But,
you grow
but
up
anyway,
to? Where are these anti-American people at, James? We're gonna go fix them.
oh, it's not illegal now, and there's a liquor store on every corner in town.
That's like Illinois. You know, I leave Illinois, and all of a sudden, everywhere in Illinois, it's nothing but casinos inside every restaurant.
So I grew up near the state line, so like Saturday night we'd pound down a keg, and then it'd be like, oh shit, we need another keg. So it's like, oh, we'll go drive over to cross the state line, go get another keg.
Yeah. Where did you drive to?
Milford.
Yeah. Okay. No, what I meant is, were you driving across the line to Milwaukee or New York or Michigan?
No, Illinois.
Illinois. Okay. Okay. I get you. Because I've never been to Canada through New York, but I have been through Michigan.
Wow.
But
I've never
that
been.
was like
I've never been to
88.
Michigan.
Yeah, Coochie Dragon Milk Stout is an 11% stout. You have 3 of those, and you cannot operate a machine. You're done.
And he's got that for his D&D game. His D&D game is going to be lit.
I kind of envy the man. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Saturday I was feeling really good. I got pissed at Connell because I had 2 combat encounters. One of them, the first one, I had players that jumped in the game that weren't there the last session. So I'm like, roll me a d6, and I rolled a 2. Okay, you guys will be in a bit. And for like 2.5 hours, I had to go through like 2 rounds of combat because they're all 16th to 18th level. And then finally, on started round 3, I'm like, okay, you guys enter the combat here. You don't do anything. You're just observing, getting an idea what's going on. Then figure it out. But if I had been a good DM, I would have started them in a combat of their own in an adjacent room, but I'm not a good DM.
Well, I mean, hindsight is a bitch. And, you don't need that. You did what you did. It happened how it happened. Yeah. Personally, I watched a lot of the game, and what I saw was the players arguing a lot over every little thing.
I was trying to be just fair. I want to be fair to them. You're
no, I don't mean about rules. I mean about what to do.
Yes. They argue a lot.
A lot of freaking debate over everything. And it's like,
I think you just need somebody to step up then at that point. Like, no, this is what we're doing.
I have one player that he would be a perfect PFS player, a Pathfinder Society player. He would be really good at that because he is going on the internet. He looks at all the feats. He evaluates min-max, optimized character. And then I have two other players. Janet's one of them. And she plays for fun. She plays to have fun. I want to do what my character would do. And it drives him nuts. He goes ape shit.
Yeah. That's exactly my observation. But that is because one of them is a role player, ROLE, and the other one is a role player, ROLL.
Yes. I don't disagree with you.
And a lot of times those types of players, they do, rub badly against each other because one of them is so interested in the tactical win, and the other one just wants to flirt with the big guy at the bar or whatever. And usually it is the women that are
the role player, the ROLE.
I just want to see where the story goes, but that's just me. It's like, you know what? Fuck it. Let's just do this. Let's see where this goes.
Like, my high-level Pathfinder game is winding down. I've got a year left on it. I know where it ends. They're going to go through the rest of Slumbering Tsar Saga, which is a big 700, 800-page book. They're in the final third of it now. I'm happy for them. They're in the final sixth of it now. I'm so happy for them. But the other campaign is a game that I'm kind of piecing together from Better Systems, and I'm just having fun with that group. They're like 8th level now, and I'm giving them options for their characters. Like, okay, here's what you have kind of picked up. You could go this direction or this direction or this direction. And I make it kind of organic because I just adjust the player options based on their previous selections on what they've done in play or combat, etc. And they are having fun with it. Chris gets into it. Chris is my PFS player. And I don't mean to say that as a negative. He just really goes from the game from an optimization standpoint. He doesn't realize it yet. He is a future war gamer. But I'm not trying to be a detriment to him. But yeah, I use Hackmaster somewhat in my game, Squirrel. I love a lot of Hackmasterisms. The game I'm running uses the Hackmaster 5e initiative system, and my players are, for the most part, they've embraced it. Chris is the only one that has an issue with it because he's like, this isn't round by round. No, it's second by second. What? Yeah, you declare your next action after you complete your action, and then I count up on the initiative scale, and whenever you go. Then I ask you what to do next, and it works so well. James L. This is not water. This is a 6.0 beer.
That's pecan juice.
Yeah, it's pecan pie juice. But I love the system that I've got, I've rewritten a lot of stuff. I've got about 72 pages of the book written so far. I can't wait.
First off, the first thing you all have to remember is that anything James L. says, it's in your mind because he's imaginary, and the land he's from is also imaginary. It's all a psyop to trick us.
He's from Indiana?
Yeah, like Australia doesn't
actually. Hey, easy.
They just have actors.
I love you, RPG Dad.
You're good, man. They're from Australia, but they're not actually. There's no Australia. He probably lives in Cornwall. And he gets paid however much money he does to go around every now and then and try to trick everybody into believing Australia's real.
You know, pecan and jelly beer.
Oh God, you guys, that is disgusting.
That sounds
Peanut
terrible.
butter and jelly beer.
I've never had that. I've had Reese's peanut butter cup beer.
Is that with Screwball and the Hershey's chocolate Yingling?
Oh, dude, don't you ever fucking insult anything from Yingling. That Hershey's is amazing.
I did insult it. I didn't. My wife likes it.
I love
don't.
that. I can't
It
wait till
doesn't-
it comes out in another month. I'm rubbing my hands together like an old Jew.
My taste buds are too snooty, man. It doesn't taste like a freaking Reese's
You're
cup.
rubbing your hands together like a real estate agent in Miami-Dade.
Dude, RPG Dad, you know, whenever I last time I did Uber, you know who I drove around? It was during South by Southwest 6 years ago. And I drove around Angelo Pizzo. He's the writer for the movie Hoosiers.
Oh yeah, is it?
Yeah. Yeah.
I know. I got to meet one of the actors when I was in third grade. He came to our school, which I don't live too far from that town that they filmed it in. And my stepmother used to live there.
There's two movies if you're from the Midwest you have to watch, and one is Hoosiers, the other is Breaking Away. But Breaking Away doesn't matter unless you are from Bloomington.
Oh yeah, I think is that the one with Dennis Quaid?
Dennis Quaid and the fucker that was in Watchmen as Rorschach.
Oh,
yeah, little redheaded.
James Earl Haley. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, you remember the one Blue Chips?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, you know, like when they filmed inside the where they played basketball.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's I know where that's at. That's actually about an hour away from where I live.
Okay, Squirrel Hermit, Yingling just came out in Texas about 5 years ago. They just
Are you shitting me?
Yeah, the Yingling put a plant in Fort Worth. The daughter of the Yingling legacy came, and she had the yeast packets that they would use for the beers. She was the one carrying the yeast, and so yeah, it was kind of a ceremony. And then afterwards, Yingling started doing all sorts of stuff here in Texas, which I was really happy about because I love Yingling. I think it's a great beer. But
It's the best beer in America for sure.
They just came out with Yingling American beer, not an amber, not a light. It's a lager. Holy fuck! It's really fucking good.
Yeah.
You're
Well, it's
behind.
the oldest brewery in America.
Yes, it is.
I might even. I don't know if it's older than Canadian breweries.
They've got 3 brew houses in America. One's in Pennsylvania, one's in Tampa, and one's here in Fort Worth.
Yep.
Not here in Fort Worth, but in Fort Worth.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Yingling all the time here.
Well, yeah, because PA, I'm sure they send it up there,
Oh yeah, only like 2 states away.
right? So, yeah, it's kind of, I don't know, a point of national pride to me to drink Yingling.
Now, James, did your health get to where you can actually drink beer on a regular
Strange old man.
basis?
Yeah, you know what it turned out my problem was?
What was it?
Like, I knew 4 people and I was 3 of them.
Did you get medicated for that, James?
No. I did. Well, okay, kind of. They put me on metformin. I dropped the 80 pounds. All of a sudden, I never had any problems with blood sugar or anything again.
Oh, I thought you were talking about personalities.
Oh, no. The medication for that is for PTSD. Secondary to the Army and being a firefighter.
Fair enough.
You know, dude.
Plus, apparently, like wearing the bunker gear and fires a lot brain damaged me a little bit because it gets so hot that it actually cooks parts of your brain.
Not
Yeah.
surprised.
Yeah.
My-
So I
my
ended
doctor-
up getting pensioned out. Well, actually, I fell 3 stories and broke my neck and effed myself up really good. And when they put a lot of titanium and stuff in me, but at a point they're like, yeah, this guy will never be able to do the job again. So pension, 66 1/3, and all that shit.
There you go. Bear's not the only one with a black cat.
Well, I mean, that's oh, look at you. That's what they do in the fire service. If you get injured and they know it's on the job because they were there, a lot of times you can get an early pension, and it sucks compared to if you stayed in the full 20 or 25. But it's better than getting fired and being told to go pound sand, right? And that's kind of what happened. That's why you can just barely see on the other side of my spaceship.
I don't
I have a
understand.
helmet hanging up on the wall. That black blob there on this side of the spaceship,
Yeah.
that's my fire helmet. Because when
Yeah.
I got let go, well, they gave me my helmet and they gave me my butt tag, which is the on the back of your jacket at the very bottom. There's always that tag that has your name and like glow in the dark reflective letters.
Yeah.
So I got that. I got a sturdy handshake, and I get a little bit of money a month, and a bunch of drugs. But that's because I tore everything in here's tore. The brachial nerves are tore, and then I've got like 3 vertebrae fused. It's like 3. It's C325 or some shit. So my neck, if you X-ray it, it just looks like a weird bunch of boxes with screws sticking in and shit. I mean, But me being such a positive human being, I don't let it get me down, man. I just.
Well, there you go.
Of course, that could be the clonazepam.
Love that too.
But Bruce has known me for a few years. I'm just mostly a positive guy. I've only ever gotten mad at one guy in history on the internet ever.
I think that was it. Wasn't I there for that?
Yeah, that was Raven talking all
Yeah.
that stupid shit.
Oh
But,
God, that's a name I haven't heard in a while.
And you know why it pissed me off? Because I liked him so much. And we hung out offline and played Battletech and shit, like on computer.
He
And
wasn't.
then one day he just started all that commie bullshit. And I'm like, no. It was disappointment. It was hurt and disappointment.
I was really shocked that he had those feelings. That was the part about it that I was just like.
Then he sent a message to Bear telling Bear he shouldn't hang out with me because I might cause Bear to become a toxic racist or something. And I'm like, I'm not racist. My brother has black children. They love me. I'm their uncle. Like literally, I am their uncle. It's like I come from a mixed family. I just don't have a filter sometimes, and I'll say some shit, but it's not hatred. Like if I see someone being ignorant, it don't matter what their skin color is. I'll call them out.
I use the N-bomb as just like if I need to throw out a disrespectful term for humanity, yeah, N-bomb is perfect for it because it really is a slap in the face to a lot of people.
You know what? I only ever use it as a term of endearment with my brother, and never a hard R.
Oh, it's a hard.
Like I'll give him a call, and if I know it's just him and I'll be like, "What up, my?" You know what I mean? And he'd be like, "What up?" And it's just something we've done since we were like teenagers.
Squirrel Hermit,
So
have a good
to
night.
me, I don't even consider it to be like necessarily. I only say it to the person I love third most in the whole world, but I'd never call anyone like a hard R. They'd have to piss me off a whole lot for me to go there. I mean, I would call them a bunch of other stuff, though, believe me. And unlike a lot of the pasty little bastards down here, I have zero fear of a black guy, because I grew up fighting against them. And a lot of white guys down here, they're always like, oh, don't mess with the black guys, man. That was never me in high school, boy. If a brother wanted to throw down, I was the guy. You know what I'm saying? But there's a lot of other shit you can say besides the N-word. Just tell them how they don't got dad or something.
When's Father's Day for you?
And I'll piss them off. But yeah, that was one thing I always did. I had zero respect for the white guys that were just terrified that black guy might want to fight them or something. I'm like, get in there, tangle it up, win or lose, you know?
If you're going to throw it out there, you
don't be a coward about it, you know? And don't and here's the main thing. Don't disrespect your ancestors. I mean,
the kid.
You know, somebody calling me a cracker. I laugh my ass off. I don't care. There's literally no insult you can call a white guy that they give a shit about.
Like, where's the cheese?
It's like, you know, no matter who they are, like, oh, they don't spice their food, and I'm just sitting here eating my freaking curry.
Are you fucking kidding me?
All right,
Let me see
whatever.
the goddamn spice rack.
Yeah, we conquered the world so we could spice our food.
No shit.
Like, I didn't mean to be so harsh on Connell when he said Indians did one thing, but I'm about over that bullshit, and that's why I said, look, I'm not disrespecting my ancestors. They come over here in 1600 something. They whipped ass all the way to Kentucky and survived there somehow, then fought in a Revolutionary War, then went back. And you want me to feel bad? No, not happening. My ancestors were badasses. Because, I mean, most people today, including myself, couldn't imagine hopping on a boat, sailing all the way across the ocean. And then if that's not enough, get on your horse and wagon or whatever the fuck they had and journey across some mountains into a wilderness that no one had even stepped foot in ever and set up shop. What kind of idiot?
Or worse yet, you get to an area that it's been inhabited by hostiles, and you gotta fucking fight the tribe so you can have like a cave or space for a cabin.
And that's true. I mean, Daniel Boone had to go to war with a couple of tribes a couple of times.
Yeah.
So the point being is, why would I disrespect my ancestors who didn't steal a damn bit of land? We took it. And it wasn't like we snuck in the middle of the night, pulled some Yakubian magic or any of that shit.
Oh, or Sam Jack battle tactics.
Yeah, you know, like literally we showed up, we fought honorably and bravely, we won. That's the way it goes. It's the way it's went.
I'm not trying to piss off our fellow Texans here. James, you know about the Battle of San Jack, don't you?
I do.
San Jacinto, there was like 200 sleeping Mexicans from Santa Ana and 60 Texans, and the Texans were vastly outnumbered, and they came in at night and slit the throats of many of the sleeping Mexicans, and that's how Texas got its independence. They
but let me tell you,
they lost at Goliad and Alamo before that.
There is something about Americans sneaking in and cutting people's throats in the middle of the night. Like that whole painting of Washington crossing the Potomac through the ice and shit.
3 a.m.
They crossed the Potomac in the middle of the night on Christmas so they could catch a bunch of Hessian mercenaries asleep and kill them. And then they painted a painting about it. You know, it's like, yeah.
Why not?
Well, I mean, you guys invented all these war crimes all yourselves. I mean, but hey, we're doing our part. We're trying. We're trying to catch up.
I'd like a country to live in. That's all I want.
Like Americans, we apparently are not afraid to sneak up on you in the night and kill you while you're sleeping, which, in my opinion, if you got to go, that's the best way to go anyway, right? You're asleep, somebody stabs you in the heart, you feel a little pain for a minute, you're gone, whatever. I didn't know the Confederacy was backed by Australia, but then again, I'm still not sure Australia exists. And for all I know, you're my neighbor, just pretending to be Australian. And if you are, in fact, my neighbor pretending to be Australian, I will keep your secret, but you come over, we can play some games, bro. I've got some Legions Imperialis. I got like 4 armies. I'll let you pick the one you want. We'll play every day if you want, James
Hey,
L.
James.
Because James L. does not agree with me when I go off on my rants, but otherwise, he's my bro.
Hey,
and I just messed with him. I know Australia really exists. I just don't understand why anyone would want to live there.
I would live there if I couldn't live in Texas.
Actually, what am I saying? Why would someone want to live in Australia and I'm sitting in Florida?
Yeah, I'm gonna say you're in Florida. It's like Australia light.
You walk
No,
out.
we're Australia heavy. We got shit here that Australia ain't even got a dream of. We've got a tree that will kill you.
Well, I know that.
We've got snails that will eat the stucco off of your house. Yeah, that's a good. We have all of the dinosaurs.
Yeah, I've seen a few.
Crocodiles, Nile crocodiles, salty crocodiles, and the black caiman all coexist. And we've got the green anaconda, the heaviest snake on the planet, that has been known to eat people. And we've got the boa constrictor and the reticulated python, and iguanas and monkeys with AIDS and herpes.
Well, yeah.
Wait. Don't you have the monkeys with hepatitis? And
the ones with hepatitis are okay, though. At least you can go get some interferon and maybe not catch that. It's the ones with the herpes, because it's a brand of herpes that attacks the brain stem. So if you get it, you just die. It's like meningitis cranked up to 11. Now, your nation's great. I'm just, I live here too. I love it too, even though you live in Ohio and you were on the wrong side of the Great Patriotic War, but that's okay. That's okay. I still love you, bro.
I mean, everybody got bamboozled by Abraham Lincoln. It took me till I was 47 to realize what a tyrant he was.
I'm at Eglin Air Force Base and practice home witchcraft. Figure out how to project your spirit to my game table. James.
Hey, James, when are we going to play some Frostgrave together?
Oh, my goodness, man. If you lived near me in Florida, it would be a problem. Like, I'm not saying I'd get a divorce, but it'd probably be a problem. Because because my wife would love you, and you would come over and you would play game night and D&D and bring your wife, and my wife would love that because she loves, having female friends, and we would be playing all the games, dude, all the games. Like, I wish some of the people I meet online lived within 30 minutes of me.
I feel the same way, man.
I'd be like, bro, we will play whatever you want to play. I literally have like every game. Well, I'm getting rid of all the 40K stuff, unfortunately, for some people. But if you want to play some Epic, if you want to play some Battletech, if you want to play some Star Frontiers, Nighthawks, the Starship game. I mean, Frostgrave. I love Frostgrave.
Really?
Frostgrave.
Frostgrave, Mordheim, except better.
I want kitty butt in my face. Thank you.
So I just dropped in your Discord, General. I just dropped a pizza that I made like a week ago. And
your pizzas? I mean, I fought so hard not to have diabetes, and I have a feeling if I eat one of the pizzas, I'd just have it again. So, Plus, you definitely are making that Chicago frickin' pizza, man. That's your pizza. That ain't my pizza.
That pizza that I made right there in your General, what I did was I fucked with the dough for about 2 minutes to stretch it out, and it had already been in the stove for like 7 minutes after I had it refrigerated for a 24-hour span of time. I do that to let the yeast mature. Then I fuck with it for like 7 minutes, and I put it in the pan after I've put the requisite olive oil, and I spiced the bottom of it. So the spices and the salt will help lift it, elevate it, and get the bottom cooked properly. Then I took the roller to it because it was just being obstinate and not spreading out the way I wanted it to. So when I rolled it out, it filled the fucking the cookie sheet, and that pizza came out so fucking good. Oh my god!
Listen to you make a pizza, man. I'm like,
I got heartburn just listening to
that. He's like, first I put it in the fridge, and then I fuck with it. It's like, what do you mean? You sneak up on it and stab it with a fork and run?
No. I
like you call it names and shit.
And I try to get it to
You're like,
where
hurry up, you doughy bastard.
I can get
Who's a dirty bow?
if I can get it rolling
Yeah.
on my knuckles. If I can get it rolling on my knuckles where I can spin the pizza dough, I've done great. But I could not get it to do that, so I had to literally take the roller to it. And I hate doing that because then you smash out all the oxygen out of the dough, and I don't like doing that. Knowing
Of course
knowing
not,
that,
because you
like,
call
it's
your
looking at
pizza.
Bruce, you disrespected your ancestors, damn it.
I know.
Right? What he calls pizza, I would call lasagna.
Yeah.
Actually, you're correct because the first layer of cheese was goat cheese. I had 8 ounces of goat cheese I had, and I put that on there first after I put down the red onions and the pepperoni. Then I laid down the goat cheese all across the top of that. Then on top of that, I put the stoplight peppers, the red, the orange, the yellow peppers, and I was going to do green peppers, but that pepper went bad, so I threw that out. But then I had some sausage with jalapeno and cheese in it, and then I laid a nice layer of provolone on top.
Bruce, let me interrupt you just to let you know you've already gone wrong.
Why?
Because here's what goes on a pizza: light sauce, cheese, pepperoni, done.
Did you see the photo in your Discord?
And if you can't fold it to eat it, I don't know what the fuck you're doing.
Have you
So
seen?
what, you want New York style pizza?
That's
what
a New York style pizza, James. I do fucking Detroit or Chicago style.
Well, you got to remember, pizza was introduced to me by my pops, who grew up in Queens.
Okay, well
So we eat that kind of pizza, I'm afraid to say. You
Dude,
know?
look in your general under Pinochet's skydiving school, and there's the pizza after I had my slices of it, and I
will
wolfed
say
it
this
down.
though: my wife grew up near Chicago, and she likes that thick fucking stuff too, man. It's like, ugh.
That's not even thick, bro. That's only like an inch thick with the toppings.
Only an inch thick. Yeah, that's about, I don't know.
That's
at least 3/4 of an inch
That's
thicker
almost a
than-
lasagna, honestly. I mean,
Yeah, no, man, you fold it up.
With the doughy
you
crust.
eat it. When it's done, if you don't like the crust, which I do, but if you don't, you chuck it in the can, you go. And if you're living kosher like I did for like 25 years, you just order cheese. You know, and up in like Queens, there's a pizza stand like every 2 blocks. You just walk up and you're like, "Hey man, can I get give me a single cheese and a Coke?" And they'd be like $3.50. And they hand you the piece of pizza on a piece of freaking wax paper and your can of Coke. And you go down the way. Yeah, I mean, whatever, right?
James yeah. Well, after a night of drinking, Papa John's sounds great.
There's nothing better after a night of drinking than the greasiest of grease.
Bro, let me give you the quickest pizza crust recipe you'll ever have. 1 bottle of water, 16.9 ounces of water in an oven-safe bowl. Add 1 tablespoon of yeast, active dry, from Lone Star or from Fleischmann's, one of the two. It's a tablespoon. Then you take a tablespoon of garlic salt, a tablespoon of your local honey. It'll be good for you. Mix that all together. The yeast opens up. It browns the water. Then add 2 to 2.5 pounds of unbleached.
I love how Bruce
red
thinks I
flour.
cook.
You do that, you let it sit for 24 hours. You go fuck off. And 24 hours later, that yeast is matured and it's fucking delivered an amazing taste to that dough. You spread it out in your fucking cookie sheet, and it is the best pizza you'll ever have.
Well, I will relay that to my wife.
I'll put it in your fucking Discord. A la Verga.
Because, I mean, really, I don't cook. I got a wife.
I don't really think he is.
Dude, a good man knows recipes, and he can fucking dial them in drunk as shit.
Yeah, well, I make curry.
It's called salt, pepper, and butter on my meat. That's really about it.
I make curry only because my wife refuses to. And I love curries, especially vindaloos. So that's what I will cook. But otherwise, my wife likes to cook. Like tonight, she made me some badass corned beef hash with fried eggs and a couple slices of that super fancy high protein bread you can buy down here. It's like Dan's bread or something. Dave's bread. Dave's super bread. Or
Yeah.
whatever. He buys me the
Yeah.
bread that has the low carbs and the high everything else.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I mean, yeah, you know. And here's the thing: if I were to take up cooking, she would get sad because the biggest smile I see on her face almost every day is after I take the first bite of something she made for me. I take that bite and I look at her and I say, "Man, that's delicious," and she just glows. So
Yeah.
you want me to take that away from her? No. But then again, my wife, though she works and makes tons of money and pays most of my bills and everything, I am practically a kept man. Deep down inside her heart, she really would be a trad wife. If I made enough money, she would stay home, she would handle everything, and I would just bring money in and give it to her. But unfortunately, life didn't work out that way. Also, she's Danish. So, you know, Danes are weird. You know? Corned beef, cabbage, and potatoes for supper. Oh, man.
That sounds good.
When my wife does corned beef, she puts in cabbage, potatoes, carrots, onion. I mean, garlic, you name it. That's like, and then she takes the corned beef out and leaves everything in, and then she slices it up. And sometimes she'll put the fat side up and put it in the oven and turn the broiler on for just a little bit. Just get that fat a little crisp on top, you know, pull it out. And then, you know, you get your veggies out, you get your slices of corned beef. She likes to throw a little sour cream on, but she's Danish, so she throws sour cream on everything. And, you know, I don't know if that's a Danish thing. My pops, who is Russian, he's the same way. If it's something you eat, sour cream goes on it. It's like, what the fuck is wrong with you people?
Yeah.
But so, yeah, Bruce, man, nothing but love. And I am so glad that you make such amazing, delicious Chicago Detroit style pizza. I mean, really, but I mean, I'm a bigot when it comes to pizza. I'm sorry. I'm like prejudiced against thick pizza.
All right. Well, I'm gonna jet out here. I got a kid
Yeah,
to
it's
go
about
ramble.
that time.
Speaking of their RPG dad,
Yeah, you too, Bruce.
Yeah, RPG Dad's good people. I like him.
I know he is. He's a great guy.
Don't tell anybody.
I'll try to. Well, you don't tell anybody if you like me because I mean, you'll get a bad reputation.
I like that James. He's a real great guy. He's an awesome guy.
I like that James. He's a real good guy.
I can't believe you're going on James' show. You know that guy's like blah 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 blah. He'll make you think like he is. Next thing you know, you'll be wearing a MAGA hat and a Confederate flag. It's like, what? No, ask Bear about it. You and Bear talk. Ask Bear about it. It happened to Bear.
I just hope I don't end up on a some kind of meme or something.
Oh, you know the meme guy was in chat tonight. Just FYI.
I know.
He's
right,
the one person I know for a fact watches every minute of my live streams, and I love him for it. Thank you so much, meme guy. And, yeah, so you may end up in one. You never know.
Yeah. All right. Good night, guys.
He's not my real dad.
That's not my real daddy. Don't tell me what to do.
New York style pizza.
Real Hermit agrees with me. New York style pizza is the way to be.
It's not my favorite. I mean it's neat that you can fold it like a burrito, but if I wanted a burrito with pepperoni, I'd just go order a burrito with pepperoni.
And Greg Myers, yes. Viking chicks rule until they don't. My wife has two breeds of anger. One is hot anger, and that's when she goes into a full rage. And the other is cold anger, and that's when she's really, really mad, but she won't tell me. And the cold anger is the worst. Because you know she's really mad and you're going to share a bed with her later that night and she refuses to tell you what you did. So at least the hot anger, they tell you when you're being a retard. But yeah. The other thing is she insists everything be completely organized. Everything must run on time. Everything must be scheduled. Impetuousness is her freaking kryptonite. And she's an amazing cook. So 21 years together. This is what I've learned.
Hey James, I just put everything in your fucking Discord there. You can pin it to the top so your wife can see it.
I may print it out for her. Like I said,
Good.
she actually does like Chicago pizza because she lived near Chicago. And they used to go into Chicago, the rich side, obviously, because her family had money. But, you know, but that was back, of course, when Chicago was super nice and like, you know, they were making Ferris Bueller's Day Off and shit in Chicago.
Back when Chris Columbus was making money there. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, and now all of a sudden it's a little different. It's no longer like that John Cusack movie.
No.
Empire Records, or not Empire Records, High Fidelity. Yeah, that's not the Chicago of today.
No.
So, but anyway, I got to take off. My wife has to go do a chore, and I'm going to ride along because I stay strapped. So it's kind of late, and she's a small little blonde. And even though our town is incredibly safe, you know, that's my job. She feeds me and watches me grin about it. And my job is make sure nobody touches her or else they're going to catch that heat. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
These hands are rated E for everybody, but I also pack heat. So whatever. Catch all you brothers later. Peace and love. God bless. And I will yak at you later, man. Bruce, that's looking really good. We're going to need to talk about it.
Yes, sir. I'll get you the link.
Yeah, I'm a huge fan of that particular type of infernal thing.
This is a huge size. They're typically statted for large, and my players are really